We're more than brothers. We're football teammates.
We fucked the same poor girl from our school.
You're sick. You're sick for that.
We fucked the same broken home girl.
You're terrible.
You're a menace.
And they all tweet like, we ain't fucking with no thoughts.
I saw a clip today of
and then she tweets, niggas be talking too much. Niggas talk more than bitches these days.
He's talking about the white guy.
All I'm saying is
what?
Australia has 48 million kangaroos and Uruguay has a population of 3.5 million humans. That means if kangaroos decide to invade Uruguay, each Uruguayan would have to fight 13 kangaroos. They need our help.
You're saying this. You said this.
That is all he has been saying.
You thought about that.
Yeah.
I want to go to Uruguay.
Gabe, you're low-key. Very, very low-key. A genius.
Well, that's the thing. I saw this video of Larry King interviewing Jerry Seinfeld. And he goes, and when they canceled Seinfeld, he's like, Larry, they didn't cancel Seinfeld.
We ended amicably.
We ended it #1 show on television. He's like, but it was canceled. I mean, you left and it was canceled.
I don't know if he's cold or these people are just ass. Look at this. Let me touch the corner. He just fucking...
No, they suck.
Yo, so does everyone want to talk into their mic?
I do.
Gabe?
Because you said forever. Now I drive alone past your street.
Yeah. I haven't watched it. Have you?
Yeah.
You can update us. How about I just start the show?
The girl you like, she's doing well. She's cool. She seems like a cool.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. How do you know I like her? Shut up. Okay, let's start from the top. That was weak.
Please.
Yo, microphone testing 1 2 3. Microphone test 1 2 3.
Why don't you test it by doing MLK voice?
Will you ignorant? I don't want to swear.
Ignorant niggas.
See, I'm trying to go Hollywood, and Gabe, you're blocking my blessings by saying the most absurd things on the show.
You going Tulsa. You're going to Oklahoma.
What are you talking about?
You're not going Hollywood. You're going to Oklahoma.
What's happening in Oklahoma?
Nothing. That's the point.
Okay. Well,
You fucking up.
Owned.
I want to just address the elephant in the room, which is
We've been stood up.
We have been stood up. I want to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
God, I feel like I'm not sober. Wait.
Are you?
He drove here too, keep in mind.
Let me get my bearings. Woo! I want to address the elephant in the room right now, folks, which is obviously, if you follow us on social media, if you follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, all of that, you know that we here at Shameless Plug challenge the one and only David Portnoy to a battle of the minds.
The Presidente.
El Stool Presidente to a battle of the minds.
Which sounds like a Latin American dictator.
He is that.
He might as well
because
be.
If you didn't know, he is in the city of Detroit, Michigan, unveiling the Barstool Sportsbook, which is the online sports betting UI user interface.
Cool.
That is debuting here.
It's not a scam.
It's not. It's real.
No, I mean there's no way he set it up to scam people out of their money.
Oh well, he's getting off on it. He's making money, but I think the only competition is the MGM virtual thing, and I mean Barstool's brand power is absurd, so they're obviously gonna make a bag. Right. But yeah, what's up, Dave? We challenged you, and we got all of our followers, all of the loyal pluggers. To try to tap in with you by tagging you and harassing you and showing up at your hotel door.
And you know what else? Can't help but think you're a pussy if you ignore us.
It's for real, though, because we gave you every opportunity to talk to us to our face, and there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't come here today.
No.
So
you weren't busy. You had nothing to do here.
Nothing to do. You're eating pizza in Gabe's hood. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
You're eating pizza in Gabe's hood, and I think you've just shown your true colors.
I mean, at the end of the day, if a rich nigga wants you, and your nigga can't do nothing for you.
What are you implying?
These hoes ain't loyal.
I guess not.
I was just singing a song.
That means you're a hoe. You're our hoe, Dave.
Yeah, you were calling you a hoe. No, but in all honesty, though, why did I do that? I just wanted to show everyone that we here at Shameless Plug can slide up under the titans of the media world and stand next to them.
Even when we get back
we want to put you on a different wavelength. Just because this man is the Presidente of media doesn't mean
of Barstool.
Doesn't mean you have to let him control your thoughts.
That's what I'm saying. Facts. we are showing you that we can stand up to the El Stool Presidente.
I mean, I've always said we're America's true journalism, and
exactly.
We're seeing that now.
Your sports show is better than anything they have on.
Yeah, sure. Any 40-year-old man who's acting like a college kid on their show is not nearly as.
That being said, if you were to look for another show that you wanted to license for a bit, we'd probably be down.
Diversify your
audience. Try to get out of the whole alt-right field. Not alt-right.
No, they're
alt-right junior. Mickey Mouse alt-right.
It's like Fox News Junior.
Yeah, it
truly is
junior. And listen, bro, we're not even we don't label or classify ourselves as any political affiliation here.
No.
But we just aren't that. So if you want to diversify.
You
find that yourself something, Gabe? You
Nah,
political?
really.
Are you a socialist, Gabe?
Nah.
Are you a leftist?
I'm just horny.
Are you an anarcho-communist?
Hey, are you an anarcho? Are you not a black radical? Why are you laughing, Max? What's so funny about that?
I belong to the nation, bro.
What? Which nation?
The nation.
Which nation?
The
Islam.
Oh, right. Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, brother. But yeah, Dave.
No pork in his water.
Dave, I'm very disappointed in your decision to duck us because honestly, we would have had you here. We would have been nothing but kind and cordial to you. And which
No, we would have bowed at your feet like you expect everyone to do for you.
We would have just handled the situation like men. Also,
yeah, boys, like the boys.
Like the boys. And also, I want to say to everyone who did share the post on their story and who did, comment on the Instagram post, thank you. You guys are going to get a shirt, but can you please give me more than 24 hours? Like,
yeah, them niggas is on your head.
They were on my fucking head. Like, I'm not giving shit away for free. Like, can I just get some time? I got to make sure everyone gets the size and color they want. I got to make sure I get it, like, shipped without paying out my ass. Like, give me a good 2 weeks.
I think you should do, like, a delivery round.
What do you mean?
Like you just drive around like
with my little postboy cap?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, but please just give me time, bro. Like you guys are gonna get your shit. You didn't even give me a day. Come on. I'm only human.
Yeah, the merch is better than Barstool merch, by the way. You look a lot cooler if you're wearing the plug logo versus the stupid ass stool and the stars.
Ferda.
Yeah, the Ferda. We should make flags, I think, to compete.
We should make what?
Flags.
Bro, that's already part of my timeline. You guys think I'm joking, but I am doing
I need another flag. All I got is a don't tread on me one. I need something.
You need it? You have it already?
You disgust me.
Don't tread on me one, yeah.
But yeah, yo, Dave, for real though, you're in my city. You could have came through. I'm kind of disappointed, but
my city, nigga.
You're in Gabe City.
His state. He went to University of Michigan,
and you went to U of M. Like we're MSU alum here, me and Max. But Gabe obviously is a U of M dick rider, but he didn't go to the school. So, but like you could have at least.
That's like football, bro.
You like the players. Well, you could have at least come and talk to us. So I am just very disappointed.
Yeah, hash it out. Marketplace of ideas.
Yeah, this is like, are you scared of political discourse? And you say you support small business.
Political discourse, yeah.
This is small business.
This is a small business.
In your field.
Oh, Dave, I got some small business for you, buddy, right here.
Right here. Oh.
Pointing to Gabe's penis.
I got a small business here.
Got a small business right here.
Comes into my neighborhood.
But, yo, for real, though, like, the invitation's still open. If you want to come through, we'll talk to you. And you seem like a reasonable man.
A little bird.
What are you laughing
little
at?
Bird just scared the shit out of me.
Okay, well, if you guys could just focus.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I actually do want to say this. I want to say, okay.
You do that a lot, were you?
I'm like talking with my hands right now, and they're making fun of me.
No, it's not making fun.
I wanted to say,
Palpatine.
Thank you to you two, because I was thinking about this the other day. You two like let me lead Shameless Plug, and that's a lot to ask for from like men.
Oh, no, we're plotting on you, bitch.
Fuck you.
I'm hesitant to accept this honor.
Yeah, me too.
What? I'm just being serious.
Like a bitch ass
nigga. You're really good at like shutting the fuck up and staying out of the way. No, okay.
No, but like for real though, I was that is what I'm saying. You guys are very good at that.
I joined this is already a thing. I'm not an asshole. I'm not just gonna be like, just mom.
You would think, but low, like obviously.
I know what you mean though. Some guys need the spotlight.
No, it's not even the spotlight part. It's the whole like you guys don't try to change shit.
Yeah, you are the plug presidente.
I am Big Chief Crazy Plug, and you guys let me do that. So I actually was gonna shout you guys out for that because like I was listening back to a lot of this stuff, and I'm not apologizing to you guys ever, but I like verbally abuse you.
Do you?
I mean, we verbally abuse each other, but I'm definitely like the most aggressive. Like you can never tell when I'm joking.
On camera, maybe.
On camera, yeah.
I abuse like minority groups though. That's different.
Like what?
Fat women in
Okay.
That's starting to not become a minority though.
Y'all
gotta hit the gym. Y'all becoming the majority.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Damn.
Okay, but you don't actually feel any type of way about plus-sized women. Stop saying. What'd you say?
Nah.
Overweight. I guess that's not a bad
Big
term.
bitches are overweight. I don't care what you want to say.
Thick pictures.
But like you don't actually feel any type of way about these groups, right?
Not really.
Okay. Not really.
I hate them all equally. Like I don't.
Okay. Oh no, that's like the classic comedian.
That's such a Barstool response.
Yeah, Barstool.
I don't hate black people. I hate everybody.
Besides myself. That's the Barstool credo.
Nah, man. Niggas are cool, man.
But like I was just thinking back because remember when we did the show over the summer?
Yeah.
Obviously I love all of our friends, especially if you're listening. But like they really tried to change the show. Like after the episode they were on, and I was just thinking back. Like
I still love that episode though.
It was a great episode.
I love it.
But like in terms of appealing to more than just us as a group, it would have flopped. So I want to thank you guys for letting me like direct the show.
Thank you
and Shameless Plug because it's hard to find that quality in men because men, they just want to like
Niggas ain't
conquer
shit. Period.
I guess you could say that.
Say
All men are trash.
Say it.
Not all men. Not all of us are trash.
Hey, not all men.
It's just the men you choose.
Hey, I voted for Biden. Give me some pussy, please. I'm begging. Hey.
Down here.
Oh, we should probably.
Imagine like Stuart Little saying that.
Yeah, we should probably address that though.
What?
The Biden thing. I totally forgot.
Oh, yeah.
He's president now.
Congratulations, Joe Biden.
Yeah, congratulations. I was looking at the inauguration.
I love Pump It Up.
Shut up.
You were looking at it?
I was watching the inauguration.
Yeah.
And a thought occurred to me. I saw like Kamala's family walking. Let's be honest here.
With the
Kamala
Dior shoes?
is
The Step family?
The ones with the Dior shoes?
First of all, we're gonna get to the Jordan Dior's later.
Okay, we'll get to
but let's all be honest here. Kamala is like the acting president of this admin.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's anything like Bush years,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Yeah. She's definitely the centerpiece of this spectacle.
And the mouthpiece, because you have to keep in mind this too. Biden talks through a mouth, like he has a earpiece in his head.
Yeah.
And I'll say this: there's a video of him walking into the White House, and there are, guards, where people just like guards outside, Secret Service or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he says out loud, he goes, salute the guards, and then walks straight in because he got told to do that. But he said out loud, salute the guards, and he walked in without doing it.
I thought he was just doing the black man thing. Salute.
Losing his shit.
No, he literally said salute the guards, and then walked in.
That nigga losing his shit.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, the point is Kamala is the hand of the puppet. We're not saying Biden's a puppet. We're just saying he's kind of old. But like I was watching the inauguration. I was watching the inauguration of Kamala's family, and yes, her step family too, but also her sister, her sister's husband, her nieces, and everything. And like everyone was like, basically, I couldn't tell like who was who and what race everyone was. And I started to understand why these white people are so angry. Because I was like with my dad trying to decipher like, okay, that's her husband, but that's his husband's daughter, and that's the daughter of the husband, but the boyfriend.
Well, her
diverse.
Her stepson's a fan of a certain podcast that you probably know what I'm talking about.
Cumtown?
Yeah.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
How wild.
I thought you were gonna say
in the White House there's a cumboy.
There's a cumboy in the White House.
What the fuck is Cumtown?
Exactly.
We're not gonna get into it. But
the point, it's like a very it's a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the point is like I was watching that and I really couldn't figure out like who everyone was and what race they were, and it really dawned on me like these white people are scared for their lives.
Yeah. Well, her stepdaughter was serving looks too.
That actually was a nice coat.
Twitter said she was serving looks.
No, I actually like the coat her stepdaughter wore.
Oh, do you?
Should we just call her daughter?
Michelle
I feel like it's kind
Obama.
of disrespectful.
Michelle Obama was serving licks.
Her hair was nice.
Her hair was nice.
Yeah, it was laid.
That bitch was moving.
And she gave Bush a nice big hug.
She gave who?
That nigga Bush be looking for her ass.
Oh,
I
for
never
real.
seen those tweets. That nigga Bush, Susie, get
Someone tell me where Michelle is.
But
where's Michelle?
It was kind of weird because
Where's
like
Michelle?
obviously the grace period of like no Biden criticism is over for most people. It's like safe to criticize the administration now.
Yeah.
But it's like niggas couldn't even get up in the morning without looking at like, you liberal dipshits, you fucking leftists.
I mean, there's a certain
The one
vein
woman
of-
already tried to impeach him.
Yeah, they
elected
did.
official, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it senator or something?
No, it was a representative.
Like they didn't even let the body turn cold. Like, it's
Well,
crazy.
there's a certain vein of Twitter criticism that you can kind of just like turn your brain off to. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, people were saying because first day in office, he had an executive order that the whole transgender bathroom issue.
Yeah.
He like got rid of that, so now you can use whatever bathroom.
Oh, did he? Oh, well, I mean,
People are mad at him for that.
they're mad at him for it.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
it says-
Republicans are, yeah, not.
But I'm talking about the left that is
Yeah, I mean,
because Republicans are gonna stay mad.
Yeah, the online left, like, they'll
I
have
guess
their
the
criticisms.
sending
But
troops thing to some people.
Yeah.
But if you look, it's not because some people are like, oh, he's doing it for oil. There was a terrorist attack. Like, right
no,
around-
I mean,
that's a very
true.
nuanced conversation.
That's true. And, like, the point is, we've been in Iraq for 30 years at this point.
It's a waste
Yeah,
of
niggas
time.
got their feet up in that crib. It's kind of weird.
Right, bro.
We're pretty
We
much
moved
occupying.
in.
We've been occupying for.
We moved in.
Yeah. So like obviously I'm not saying like Biden's a perfect person, but like you couldn't even I couldn't even wake up in the morning without my timeline being flooded with like you're stupid if you think this is gonna change anything.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't worry.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I
like
don't.
yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a revolution. I don't think anyone thinks
It's
that.
probably the opposite of a revolution, to be honest.
Trump was more of a revolution than anything will ever be.
He didn't even do anything like that.
I
much
think
at
he
all.
got people angry, which a lot of radical leftists are happy about. Like now people are gonna be complacent because Biden's in office.
Well, if there's forced complacency, that'll be. I've already seen because if we should address to the Bernie meme
Of him sitting down.
of
Yeah,
him
it's
sitting.
not that funny.
It wasn't funny.
Not only have I not laughed, I don't get what's funny about it.
I think because he looked upset that he
Okay.
didn't
And the
win.
way he was dressed. Like,
Is that because he did?
And keep in mind, I think we all support Bernie somewhat. Like we're on board with a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
But, like-
he's the best one. And
But I just don't. Who cares about the meme? You know.
No, but
it was funny until they made it a meme. Like
there was but people on Twitter are like, you know, the meme is funny, but the fact he looks so disgruntled at the first woman vice president inauguration shows his latent misogyny.
The nigga's like 90. He's trying not to die.
Like, yeah, it's like I don't.
Oh.
People are saying he's making him a meme and not like other candidates or other politicians a meme in the inauguration was.
I mean, like
sexist.
Was that he only sat during Kamala's part? Not
no, he was just no. He was just sitting. Like he.
In general.
I don't even know what the joke could be.
Well, the point is, I don't care about any more online political discourse. Like they're kind of right now that Biden's in office. Like I'm going to pay attention to politics, but like I've drowned out the whole online political spectrum now.
I understand that.
It's too much, and I mean Trump's gone from Twitter, so. And yeah,
damn. Did that happen by the time we were recording last time?
Yeah, we just haven't talked about it.
That sucks, man.
What
his tweets were some of the best.
Dude, yeah, he got on that guy.
Actually,
some of the best posts.
Some of the greatest. And the more you move your mic, the more it picks up.
I gotta adjust.
Oh, do your thing, bro.
Do your thing.
You're nice with it. But I was gonna say that the thing about what were we talking about?
Trump tweets.
Oh, Trump tweets. Trump had some of the greatest content on Twitter.
Oh, but
like when he got on my man's ass for his nipples protruding in front of Congress.
Yeah, disgusting. And then when he was like, on this 9/11, I wish everyone, even the haters and losers.
No, he's the man.
One of the funniest niggas to ever step foot on earth.
Oh God.
Do you guys think that's actually censorship though? Not to start the show on like a political tip, but like there is a new president.
This conversation.
I mean, he effectively incited like a riot on government property like that. I
mean, you don't have to convince me. I just want to know how you guys feel.
And I don't completely have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say. What I think is interesting about the conversation are Republicans getting mad about like their speech being impaired. When it's like these are private businesses choosing to do what they want with their users.
Yeah. Right.
So it's
There's
like
no First Amendment.
You know, calls for like nationalizing Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds ridiculous.
That sounds terrible.
And it's funny that like they want to do that, and then like
that's like
water.
That's what China does.
Yeah, yeah.
They would hate that.
They would, right?
National social media. Yeah.
Also, that's the one thing they want, like not water, not healthcare.
Oh yeah, nothing good.
nothing important, but Twitter, and only because people on Twitter are mean to them.
Well, I kind of get it because it's similar to the situation where I guess technically a club or a bar could like deny me access and I go anywhere else, but if they have the hottest girls, I'm going to be very upset.
Right.
Like I don't want to go on Parler when there's no one there. I can
Parler.
You can't brainwash anyone on Parler.
No, and also, you know,
I don't know what you're talking about. But
I don't like.
Well, Parler is the Republican Twitter, and I'm making the point.
Oh,
that, like,
right.
They want to be on Twitter because they're like people they're trying to make a point to. The non-Trump supporters. If you go on Parler talking your shit, everyone's gonna agree with you. It's not fun.
Yeah.
So it's just like they want to talk
like,
shit.
If you're on like Parler and you're talking about like Nazi conspiracies, like I don't really have sympathy if you're talking about freedom of speech.
Yeah, I mean, they're not really spitting good game on any of these social medias.
They can't spit.
They can't spit. But we just never talked about it because I really don't care. And even if this is censorship, it's just it's a private company.
Yeah, it's also like, do you know how much media was like censored? It still is. I mean, how much media was censored by like the military and the CIA in like the 50s and 60s?
Oh yeah,
it's happened forever.
Yeah, people are saying it's not free speech, like, but fire in a movie theater. If you incite a riot at the Capitol, like
or if you say like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, they always have rights. But Twitter did do some bullshit.
What?
And be careful not to say anything outrageous because this is gonna affect the YouTube video. But there was like CP that they refused to take down, underage porn, and it was like the kid was like 13, and he reported it to Twitter, and Twitter said there was no violation. They refused to take it down. Now they're being sued.
That's not good.
So that being said, like Twitter's not a perfect platform.
No, of course not. I don't even like the big tech guys.
Yeah, no, big tech people, like, they're weirdos.
They're insane.
They're weirdos. But like, yeah, Twitter.
Maybe they're just too sane. I think they're actually the opposite of insane.
Yeah, they're very focused.
We're insane.
All that Adderall, yeah.
Yeah, all the Vyvanse.
I think it's just natural. I think they're just naturally like this.
Yeah, that too, probably. But yeah, that's not to be on a political tip, but we have a new president, folks.
Yeah.
So we had to talk about it, bring it up. Kamala, my wifey. It's kind of crazy that like she went to Howard though. Yeah, now you can never tell HBCU people like shit. Ever.
Well, but I mean,
I wanted to before.
The amount of people I've heard that say like, "Oh, HBCUs aren't you can't actually get anywhere going."
Do people tell you that?
Yes, I know people who are like, hey, oh, these white employers don't care about HBCUs. That's
they
bullshit.
love that shit.
They love that shit, and they're fucking all this fucking performative.
Now they won't exactly.
The performative activism they're doing now, nigga, they're gonna go out their way to get these HBCU people.
Yo, listen to me very closely. People who are listening to Shameless Plug or watching on YouTube. As someone who didn't go to a HBCU, who's someone who had the choice to go to one, you should probably go. Unless you're getting, I shouldn't say this, but unless you're going to like UPenn or Harvard, your next best option is.
Or you want to start a podcast after college.
Yeah, like if you don't want to be like me, go to HBCU. Is what I'm saying. Because
HBCU,
in all honesty,
skyrockets.
In all honesty,
everyone just fucking hates you.
White people don't know like how credible HBCUs are. Like they look at Michigan State, they know the connotation of Michigan State, and it's a good school.
And there's all these like stats that make HBCUs look bad because there's so many. Like most of the HBCUs are smaller shit. There's a lot are ran by like churches and like with like 200 kids in middle of nowhere Mississippi,
Robert E. Lee, Mississippi.
Right, like right. Like it's like schools like that. But like you can look at for media, my school has as many media alumni as anybody would. For and for stuff like that, so I don't really like that argument.
Well, no, my argument. I'm just trying to more so say like HBCUs have a good reputation because these white people don't know how good or bad they are.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They just don't know. Like Michigan State, they know exactly how the school is, and it's a good school, but they can't tell the difference between like a Howard and like Michigan State or
for reference, I don't know at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people don't know.
Like Howard's better than Michigan State, probably.
Yeah, but it's like, how do I put this? Like U of M versus Howard. Obviously, U of M has the prestige, but like a Howard versus U of M has a better chance than like Michigan State, like Penn State. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not. It's in its own separate world, so it's not being compared to all the other schools. So it's a benefit in that way. So go to HBCU is what I'm saying. And like Howard's a good school and everything.
Great school, yeah.
Don't go to.
Bro, you were on HBCU's dicks.
Bro,
I'm just salty I didn't go.
Howard, bro, I've never met somebody from Howard who's not doing like insanely well. Who graduated from Howard who's not doing like insanely well.
I will say that too. Like everyone at HBCUs that I know that went, they're about their money. Like they're about their bag. You see all those memes online about the Morehouse grads in the suits. They don't act or dress like that, but those people are focused about the money.
It's almost like they go to a good school because they're capable and smart people.
Well, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying more so it's like
different though.
It's different. They're focused on their careers more so. Like they know what they're trying to do.
Right.
HBCUs have a different culture, so definitely go. So Kamala, shout out to you.
Zay, you gotta come to our homecoming next year.
I do, man.
Come to the A.
I will say this though. I always regret not going to HBCU. I probably would not have the greatest time if I went.
It depends on which one.
In the beginning, I think by junior year, I would have gotten my feet wet and fit in, but in the beginning would have been harder.
So much different.
Yeah, I mean, and because like people probably would be like not accepting, but they'd be like, "Oh, he a nerd," that type of shit.
Well, you'd be surprised how many people are like that. Most of the kids I'm going to school with that I know are like from like the burbs and like niggas like you.
But they also like, how do I put this? They're like me, but like even when Max knew me in high school, like there were other black kids from the suburbs too, but like I acted like. Not white. I don't think I act white, but I do have like a unique.
Yeah, I think I get you.
Yeah, disposition. Like I'm not gonna be like, hey, like I can't do that shit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
That's a very abstract concept I'm trying to illustrate.
If you're walking and you see somebody, you can't be like, "What up?"
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not that.
Fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not that type of guy. And
I'm more so am.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what up, nigga?
But I definitely think.
I just want to say I'm not.
I definitely think HBCU would have benefited. What up, yeah.
Picture Max doing it.
No. Oh, yo, God, no. Max is like Tommy from Power.
I don't even know that reference.
But like HBCU, do it, bro. Do it, bro. Don't
look at where Kamala is.
Look at where Kamala is. Like, yeah, that being said, there's never going to be a Michigan State person in the White House. I mean, maybe. But I doubt it.
No, there'll be like a lobbyist.
Yeah, I mean, the richest person in the state went to MSU.
The president of, the false president of Vietnam in the 60s was an MSU grad.
Hey, let's get it. Okay. Well, anyway, this is a music show. We can start with some music topics, but I think we should talk about the #1 song in America right now that we all just listened to for the first time.
Yep.
Gabe, you got me hip.
I heard parts. What the fuck?
I heard parts.
Oh, your mic's messing up?
Yeah, I accidentally hit it. It's good.
You gotta be gentle with it.
Yeah, man.
Don't go crazy.
Inside while like Gentiles.
Don't jackhammer it.
Nah, So, Driver's License is the song by Olivia Rodrigo.
#1 song in America.
#1 song. And I heard some girl talking about, I keep listening to Driver's License. I didn't think nothing about it. But then I kept like hearing it, and people post their TikToks on Snapchat and whatever. And I just kept, so then like, I heard enough of the song. I'm like, yeah, this shit is stupid.
Okay.
So then we like, this is the first time I actually made it all the way through the song.
Yeah, we all watched it together.
First time I heard of it, I should say.
I don't get it. I don't get the hype. There's a thing in this country. Yeah, I'm about to get on my tip.
Society.
Vivimos a la sociedad. We live in a society.
What?
I just said it in Spanish. Vivimos a la sociedad.
Don't ever scare me like that again. I'm just kidding. No, cut up.
Summoning something or something. Nah. But there's a thing like with pop music. You look at the top 40 charts, which nobody looks at anymore. But like, it's always these sad ass like pop songs that always like dominate, and it makes no sense. It's like these slow, sad pop songs that are always like the biggest songs every year.
Well, what artists do that? Like Taylor Swift? Who are you talking about?
Taylor Swift, but it's always like one hit wonders. You remember that song? Once I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
That one. It's always songs like that from niggas who you can't remember. That makes it harder for me to like remember, to give you some good examples.
Yeah, it's like,
but it is like a trend for sad pop songs.
Take Me to Church.
That's
a decent song.
That's like a. Yeah, that's a good song though.
That's Hosier, right?
Hosier, yeah.
I mean, I'm not comparing Hosier to these people, but I see the trend of like heavy songs, like reigning on the charts.
And I mean, even if they're not actually heavy, it's like just sad.
Well, this Driver's License song is heavy. It's pretty heavy. I mean, relative. Like in the grand scheme of the world, it's not a very heavy song.
It's not like Pimp a Butterfly.
But to a teenage girl, it's pretty damn heavy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Teenage white girl, yeah.
Yeah. What, you think teenage black girls don't get their heart broken?
No, I mean, I'm sure they do, but I'm the reason a lot have, but you know, like,
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say,
but I get like
the revival of the indie
feelings.
Voice,
huh?
The indie voice.
That too.
Olivia Rodrigo.
We don't like her
Driving in
voice.
my car.
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo does do the little indie voice, but I can't even describe it. I can't even tell you what that voice.
It's very
thing
airy, and it's very.
Now I will say, Olivia Rodrigo, when you're watching this right now,
she's 17. Just so you know.
All right, that's good. I'm 19.
I just want to let you know that.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm clear. That's only 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, those are two very important years.
Yeah, the
2 very formative years.
The question of would you for me, the answer is yes. Now, but it's all serious. If you want to come on the Plug Show, you know, we'll have you on, man.
Well, I was trying to tell you guys earlier that she is like a former actress. Like she was on the High School Musical series that was streaming.
Really?
She's from High School Musical series.
Yeah, I don't know. She was on Bizaardvark. Have you heard of that?
Bizaardvark.
What the
Holy
fuck?
shit!
It's a Disney show. Let me bring it up.
Dog with a blog.
Those niggas were coked up when they made that shit. They were coked up.
American Girl, Grace Stirs Up Success. The point is, she's a Disney kid.
Yeah.
She's a Mouseketeer. So that explains why this song went #1. And I'm not saying like this, she doesn't have any more credibility because of it, but like the people listening to this are the people who grew up with her.
The Disney kids always age pretty well until they start doing drugs.
I don't know about always.
You know what?
I mean, like,
what do you mean age well? Like looks or career?
Yeah, like the recent ones. Like shout out Chloe Bailey, man.
Are those Disney kids?
Yeah, they're on some Disney shit, and now they're on Grownish or whatever.
The Grownish girls?
The ones that aren't twins but act like twins.
They're not twins.
Nah, they're like a year apart.
Yeah, it pisses me off too, right?
They're not twins.
Yeah, they're not twins. Yeah.
But
damn.
Hey,
we should get
Is Chloe your favorite? I mean, they're both.
You seen her busted challenge?
I've seen it multiple times. They're both beautiful women, but
they're on a really good show.
No
Grownish slander. No Grownish slander.
All right, we'll avoid that.
Yara Shahidi was my hair inspo.
No. She cute too. Though.
She's bad. She's bad. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's not like certain girls. She's more attractive than most bad girls, but I wouldn't call her bad. Like
she's natural. When you say bad, you're thinking of like Instagram model.
Yeah, she's not.
Here's
bad.
my impression
Yara's
of her character in the show.
Not that our opinion on how women look matters.
Hold on. Is Joey Badass really asking me for?
Yo, but
it's so perfect.
This is awkward.
Is Joey Badass actually asking me to style him? Looks at the camera. Okay, guys, Luca is really mad. Okay, I'll stop.
But like, it's not my fault. And then she turns around. Yeah.
For those who don't know, we're making fun of Grownish.
She told us like
that being said, Kenya Barris, you should hire me and Max.
Yeah, she does.
Shouldn't Kenya Barris hire us? We would make black.
Oh yeah,
hey, Kenya, I went to Clark. You went to Clark. Let's turn shit.
Yeah,
up,
you need one Jew in your writer's room. So
no, like low key,
volunteer.
like for real though. I know I'm black, but you should hire me, Kenya. Yo,
yeah, man, I fuck with Ken. You know, Nairobi and shit.
Why do all my kids hate me? That's my impression of him.
But in terms of the Disney kids, I was trying to tell Max this earlier. Disney kids are way more talented than they used to be.
They know what to do with them now for sure.
Yeah,
they know how to handle the transition.
No, they also have more avenues. They have more avenues to success.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like if you're single on Disney Channel doesn't pan out, you're dead.
You're coked up and
yeah.
You're now playing rickety cricket on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or whatever.
But like, yeah, I think
he's a good actor too.
He's a good actor. He's great for that role.
Who are you talking about?
Who he was.
Cricket from
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, Macaulay Culkin's different.
Macaulay
Culkin was like the star of.
And he went to Neverland. Just saying.
Yeah, he did go to Neverland.
Pause.
That's not a pause, nigga. What?
You don't think going to Neverland is a pause?
We literally meant he went to Neverland.
No, I know.
That's not a pause.
Okay, if you guys say so. But I was just trying to say. I was just trying to say. What did you say?
I said Michael Jackson didn't pause.
That's the point. That's the pause.
No, I'm saying he kept going.
Okay. Let's be respectful.
Kids' asses.
Okay, let's be respectful here.
Yeah,
don't block our blessings now.
Yeah, please don't block our blessings.
But yeah, I think Disney kids are better than they used to be. That being said, this Olivia Rodrigo song or whatever, it's not that bad, but it's just.
It seems like a TikTok song. I can imagine it playing in like, like a point to text kind of TikTok, and you're just like, like. Point and like my boyfriend left me.
Oh, like a montage of your boyfriend breaking up with you. Yeah, like it's not for us. We were grown.
No,
men.
It's not for me at all.
We're grown.
That bitch gonna hit when your mom makes you go on Forever 21 with her, and you're just sitting there bored.
Yeah,
your mom. Like, you know how when you're a kid, like your parents will make you like go to the mall. You're sitting in some shitty store you don't want to be in.
Yeah,
it's always music like that playing.
Oh yeah.
That bitch busting.
That's a vibe. Yeah, no, I get
vibe.
It is a vibe.
No, but yeah, this song's not for us. But the fact that it was the #1 song in America really threw me off. Because I didn't hear it until today. I haven't heard it on the radio.
I didn't know it existed until today. I don't know any of this.
But yeah, I guarantee if you look at like the charts of like the last year, it's a lot of songs I haven't heard. Because it's so easy to avoid that shit now.
Yeah,
but a few years ago, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I listened to the radio and shit.
Corvette.
Yeah. Well, she also got a co-sign from Taylor Swift.
There you go.
Is that good or bad?
That's great. That's great.
I mean, it's good for her career, but you know what I mean. Taylor Swift.
What do you mean?
She's not good anymore.
Well,
she lost her mojo.
You think she was bad? You think, okay, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but
she's more artistic now, but like old, I'm talking about like, I don't know. That one old album, I don't know if it was her first or second one. One of them was actually okay.
I didn't listen to that. I'm a real N-word. But I did listen to the one that just came out with Bon Iver, Folklore. Yeah. As far as Taylor Swift albums go, like
that was straight.
That was straight, yeah. I see what you mean though. She lost her like cultural sway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But think about
Kanye made her, I feel like.
Well, think about the audience for Driver's License. They still listen to Taylor Swift.
Probably.
Yeah. So
they're
co-sign
way younger than us. They're like
like 11, 12. Yeah. So it's definitely for the kids. Ferda. But
for the kids.
It's for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not upset by the song or anything, but it really cemented how old we are. And we're not old. I'm not trying to age ourselves, but like
we the old heads.
But like And this kind of segues into the topic I wanted to talk about earlier about the kid Laroi.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Who are these kids?
This nigga's the definition of an industry plant. Like if you Google industry plant, it's Kid Laroi. He's just like Juice WRLD but white.
He's not American. We should clarify. He's Australian. He's Australian.
You got. I really don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Some blonde kid. He's like in the Juice WRLD vein.
Juice's World.
Melodic. He's not really a rapper.
He's like a melodic.
He sings over trap beats.
He's like
and he's sad.
A worse Lil Skies.
Well, that's a pretty low bar because Lil Skies.
He's not good. He's not good. He's like for Fortnite kids. Like I guarantee. Oh,
that's interesting.
Well, I was gonna say I think that
like kids who love like Kyrie's.
Yeah,
Kyrie's like the shoes. Yeah. I was gonna say I think that he is definitely like industry assisted. I mean, plant maybe. I will say this though, there are a ton of posts comparing his monthly streams on Spotify to Kendrick Lamar's.
There's more,
and he like has just surpassed Kendrick Lamar for monthly streams.
Shit.
But his team is paying for these posts because if you go on like Rap TV on Instagram, you go on Hip Hop Daily, you go on all these top rap pages, it's all the same post saying, "Is Kid Laroi better than Kendrick Lamar?" And obviously, his team doesn't believe that because like no one would.
Also, obviously,
shit hit the fan and they're not fans anymore.
What are you talking
about? When shit hits the fan, are you still a fan?
Oh, you're making terrible.
You should also say obviously. The answer is yes. Of course, he's better.
Yeah, like,
but that's the point. Like it gets us to talk because we would be like,
damn it,
of course he's not better.
Fuck.
Yeah, but they pay for those posts and they compare him to like other artists too, like J. Cole and.
Did the check come in, by the way?
What? Oh yeah, the Kid Laroi check just cleared. So the point is, they make all these posts like about Kid Laroi, comparing him to other artists, and everyone's freaking out because they're like, he's an industry plant, blah blah blah. But the point is, they're talking.
You don't have to listen either.
Right.
It's really not hard. I really don't. I did not know who this kid was 30 minutes ago.
Right. But the point is, he's on the come up, and he's going to probably be around for a while.
Is he up next?
Is Kid Laroi?
Is Kid Laroi up next?
But just that like that voice.
What?
Is he up next?
Shut up.
This is him.
Is Migos speaking? Oh wow.
Yeah, he's young.
He looks stupid.
He looks like
a Fortnite kid.
But I think the whole
like Ellen.
Situation about the Kid Laroi and like everyone clowning him, it highlights what I wanted to talk about. Like, obviously, everyone knows there's no such thing as bad publicity. But at what point do we even talk about music anymore without unknowingly plugging an artist?
Well, we're called Shameless Plug. You know?
Yeah, it's our job.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like I feel like the Kid Laroi is almost like a experiment more than the actual artist.
Maybe
because he does have more monthly listen. Maybe not anymore, but he did have more monthly listeners than Kendrick Lamar, and that was before everyone started ripping into him.
Pause.
So like, what do you do with the kid? I know you say it's easy not to listen, but what do you do with an artist like that? Who the more you bag on him, the stronger he gets.
It's like a.
And he'll inevitably fizzle out.
You think he won't have a career?
Define have a career.
I mean,
he's been around for like a year. Not even. Really, the first time I heard of him was when Juice WRLD's posthumous album dropped.
Yeah.
That was like around that time, like a couple weeks before.
He signed a Lil Bibby too. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So
wait, this kid is?
Yes.
To who?
Lil Bibby.
I just
Are you serious?
him and Lil
So was
Bibby
Juice
having a
WRLD.
conversation.
Really?
Juice WRLD was signed to Lil Bibby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just imagining like this kid and Lil Bibby having a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I couldn't even picture it. But I was looking more into this Kid Laroi guy, and he denies everything about being an industry plant. Like, he doesn't talk about it at all.
Which How old is he?
What does he talk about? What does he talk about?
Heartbreak. Yeah, heartbreak.
He's like Juice WRLD, literally.
Yeah, he's like. Well, I will say I think Juice WRLD was a little
better.
More complete as an artist.
Yeah, I actually like Juice WRLD. I know you guys aren't the biggest. He's 17.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
him and Olivia Rodrigo.
Get the fuck out of here.
Anyway,
Stop.
He's gonna be driving past his house alone pretty soon.
I think that like Juice WRLD is a decent artist, but it just wasn't for me. That's it. Yeah, I don't dislike him. Yeah, just wasn't my type of thing.
I'm about the same.
Yeah, but in terms of the Kid Laroi, like, would you guys ever be willing to listen to him?
No.
Why is that, Max?
If I didn't like Juice WRLD, why would I like a lesser Juice WRLD? I'm
just interested in knowing because like this is an artist. Before we even listen to his music, we've already decided how we feel. All of us. It's interesting that we're doing that.
Yeah, but part of promoting a musician nowadays is kind of packaging them with some kind of aesthetic or, cultural significance. So, like, you're not just liking this guy. If you like, dyeing your hair and you like, it's hard to explain what I mean exactly, but it's not just, like, the image is so much a part of it that it's called an image because you look at it. So, like, if you can tell
the glamour
off the bat, like, I don't like the way this guy is being presented, probably a good chance you don't like the music itself.
What about Uzi? We always bring up that era of people. Like, there's still gems in the rough.
But it's almost like saying, like, he started the whole thing.
Uzi?
Yeah. The whole part of dyeing your hair a certain way or like
dreads and
or like being a little bit of goofball or like he started tons of it, so that's a little different.
So you're saying the image already turns you off immediately?
I'm saying if packaged with the fact that the industry plant narratives are being put out there, no coincidence, I'm sure, and two and two together.
What do you guys even consider industry plants, bro? Like, what does that even mean to you?
I think, well, for me at least, listening to so much like rap and maybe like blog music kind of, but you can just kind of tell when someone naturally is gaining.
Oh no, we have a good industry plant radar.
Yeah,
I know. I'm saying, like, what does it mean to you though? Because there are people who think the industry plant means anyone who is signed before their debut album. Is that industry plant to you?
No, that's how it used to work.
Yeah, somebody who like the label, like he has no traction behind them, but they're like, "Fuck it, we're gonna make this guy blow up."
Yeah, when someone's being curated to be a thing.
I kind of disagree with what Gabe is saying because I think it's more than just building traction. I kind of agree with Max, and I don't know if you're trying to say this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, an industry plant is when they curate the artist's image with the music.
Yeah,
like there's nothing wrong with an artist.
But that's what I was saying. Like they're creating somebody. Like
you're creating more than just you're creating a celebrity, which is like
you're not doing what this person actually does. You're just making them I mean, labels all do it to a certain degree, but they're like making the artist.
Yeah, I think most of it has to do with like developing the artist personality for them before they even blow up. And
it's not even too. If we're talking about this, it's not even necessarily like someone sounding like someone else and kind of riding a wave of what's popular.
Yeah,
one thing I think of a lot of like Southern guys who kind of sing.
Yeah,
like soulful singing but rapping still. I think a lot of them come up naturally. That's not the same thing. Like,
but they're actually like not to say this in a derogatory way. They're like actually hood.
Yeah. Well, also and their following comes naturally, clearly.
Like they had a buzz in their city.
You can really tell when there's like homegrown fandom versus someone like, why is this guy on Genius.com telling me about a song?
Here's my question now: is it possible to have an artist that isn't buzzing in their city first, like majorly blow up without being an industry plant anymore? Is that possible anymore? Or do you have to be like a local rapper now? Is that required? Because back in the day, there were some artists who would just come out the gate major. Even to an extent, like Drake was kind of like, I know he was buzzing in Toronto, but you could make industry plant arguments for an artist like that who came out nationally.
Drake was like, from day one of him being like, he went from being like known in Toronto to being like huge everywhere.
Right, like he was way bigger.
No steady incline.
He was way bigger nationally than in his hometown. From all the documentaries I've seen, I'm not from Toronto, but I'm saying like, is it possible to do that now, or do you have to be a local rapper first?
I think it depends on where you're from.
If it's rap, it's hard to say.
Okay,
there could be that one TikTok song, that one thing that gets you going, so that you can supersede the.
Yeah,
but would you guys ever take an artist like
before Corvette?
Well, Pop Hunter was Philly.
That's what I said in Philly.
Yeah,
were niggas fucking with him before that Corvette song?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
I think the TikTok thing makes that possible though.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I'm just interested in your guys' opinion.
It is interesting.
But we don't have to harp on the kid Laroi. I just want to bring him up because he's getting mentioned everywhere. And I feel like we're the only like people in the media, quote unquote, not talking about it. And I just want to hear your opinions. But you both don't listen to him, huh?
I did not know he existed.
Yeah. Well, you listen to the Juice WRLD song. What do you think of it?
The one with Juice WRLD?
Yeah.
It's whatever.
You're not
the one you talking about, the one with Kid Laroi?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one on the Posthumous album.
Yeah.
Meh, didn't do anything for me.
No? Okay. Well, that's all I want to bring up about the Kid Laroi, because I didn't want to. I hate when an artist I don't talk about but know blows up and I look stupid for not mentioning them. So here's us mentioning Kid Laroi before he inevitably becomes the next Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
This is our way of getting out of that.
Kid. Wait, no. wait, it sounded better in my head. Fuck.
To pimp a kid.
That's terrible.
God damn it. Sounded cooler.
Sounded cooler in my head. But speaking of which,
I was thinking about it for a while.
Gabe, you wanted to bring this thing up about Drake since we're on the topic of these guys.
Oh, yeah, man.
Drake is out pushed back.
9 months with a torn ACL.
Did he say 9 months?
No, I'm talking shit. That's just how
sports talk.
I feel so bad for him.
No, Drake has had knee problems for the last 5 years.
Ass too fat.
And
I'm kidding, Drake. I'm kidding.
No, Dick is, sorry.
God. All right. Carry on.
No, so Drake's had knee problems for a while, and he's moving back. He's moving back. He's moving back certified lover boy because he just had knee surgery.
Can I say, Drake, I'm a huge fan, so anything we say is not serious. But like, what if he got that from doing the Busted Challenge? I'm completely joking.
Drake, if you're listening.
But that's a very funny thing to imagine.
Rap, low key.
You said what?
Maybe from carrying rap.
Carrying rap on his back. Are you a Drake? Like you're not scared to admit that you are a big Drake fan still, right? Okay, good shit. You think he's carrying rap?
No.
Well, I think more interesting than the certified lover boy discourse is talking about this topic that got texted to me. Someone wanted me to bring it up.
Yeah.
Do you think Drake would be the greatest rapper alive if the whole ghostwriting thing never happened?
I don't even.
Bro, Max, get the fuck off your high horse. Just talk about Drake for a minute.
I have a strong opinion on that, so I don't think so.
No. Okay, why not?
Like, I still think Kendrick's greatness.
Well, let's see. What's your criteria for greatest rapper alive? Let's hear that.
I mean, it's not just your technical ability, because it's niggas with more technical ability.
Yeah, we'd watch battle rap if that were the case.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Killer Mike would be platinum, like Kendrick said. But I don't know. I just think somebody like Kendrick who can like make like music that like, this is gonna sound so like.
Well, if your criteria for GOAT is someone who like Kendrick, I mean, then come on, that's pretty biased.
No, I'm just using him as an example because he's
I know, but
widely considered the best rapper alive.
Not widely. No one would. Bro, him and Jay-Z is disputable.
Oh, I don't count Jay-Z. I'm talking about current niggas.
Jay-Z he raps. He still.
You know
raps.
what I mean, though. But Jay-Z's new music doesn't fuck with Kendrick's.
Okay, let me not say greatest rapper alive because that's
greatest rapper ever. Just greatest rapper.
Greatest of all time. Yes. What's your criteria?
I think you have to have songs that appeal to everybody. So you can't just be like, you gotta be like this to understand.
Do you mean impact then?
Yeah, like you gotta have those big songs. I mean, Jay-Z's had plenty.
Yeah.
Kanye's had plenty.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick's had some.
Mm-hmm.
I think you gotta have great albums start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be really good
How
with
many
the topics. I don't think there's a set number. I think it depends on how good the albums are.
Okay.
Because like Nas, for example, Nas has a few. I don't know how many.
Nas has done enough. He's had some misses, but he's done enough.
You could argue he's had more like misses than.
But he's done so much good that it's okay.
That's what I'm saying. His albums that were good.
Okay,
so they're too good.
Right. So just release a few good albums. Maybe not a few, but just do something. Okay.
I think you gotta do something that's genre breaking to be considered one of the greatest of all time.
So impact.
Yeah, like a cultural. You gotta have a cultural moment.
A cultural
artistic,
impact.
even like artistic and cultural moment. You gotta do something that no one's doing.
And Kanye's done it multiple times.
Okay,
Kendrick's done it probably once.
Mm-hmm.
With Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay, but like, that's your criteria. That sounds like Drake to a T. Why is Kendrick better at that than Drake?
I just think his music's better.
Yeah, but
Drake has those cultural moments, sure.
He is the cultural moment.
Right, yeah, or he just brings things that like he was the UK thing or thing. He like speeds up.
Even more so than that, he's the reason niggas are singing now. No one even gets singing features anymore, unless it's Jeremiah. People sing their own hooks. You wouldn't get a Roddy Ricch. I mean, he's had more. I think
him and Kanye, because 808s.
Yeah, but I think Drake did the straight up R&B shit. Kanye was singing, but it wasn't straight up R&B.
He needs a one dance.
Hennessy in his hand. One more time before he go. No, but the point is though, your criteria is this cultural artistic impact, and
I'd never disagreed about it.
There's not one
think Drake's
criteria,
done that better.
That's the issue. It's like the GOAT thing for anything. There's no criteria. You can talk about basketball. Anything.
Okay, so maybe instead of saying why he is the GOAT, tell me why he's not. All the ghostwriting things out the window. Like if that never happened, why would Drake not be the GOAT? Besides
that shit doesn't change my opinion.
Besides us being self-hating light skins,
what is the criteria? The ghostwriting thing does not change my opinion of Drake.
It never did.
It never changed my opinion. Even on his all-time stature, it never changed my opinion.
Okay, but let's say like for the general hip-hop Hall of Fame, that's going to go into consideration. Let's say it doesn't. Let's say it is believed like Jay-Z, all his rhymes came from his head, which would give him a little more credibility. Let's be honest. Like it might not affect us personally because we know how the industry works, but like people who are talking about MCs, it would give Drake more credibility. No?
I mean, I don't know. I guess so much of rap is like so many rappers now and in the 90s were talking about shit they weren't really doing.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's worse than ghostwriting, just lying about who you are.
People would argue with you on that.
Even the ghostwriting thing, fucking Snoop. I mean, Still Dre or whatever. Jay-Z wrote that. Jay-Z like a lot of this shit, these niggas weren't writing.
But I think
but because they're the forefathers, they can get away with anything.
Well, I think
like they got away with so much shit you can't. If Drake did some of the shit these niggas are doing, it'll be bullshit.
I think what makes it more upsetting about Drake is that people don't understand. People didn't know how the industry worked until that moment, largely. And a lot of hip-hop heads don't know that, like, Snoop didn't do this and that, and Jay-Z did this and that. But it was also, with Snoop and Jay-Z's situation, it was, like, a transaction. Like, Snoop would write for people, and he would have some shit written
That's what I'm saying. If that's what we know, how many of these songs weren't actually written by these people? A bunch.
Well, you're trying to open a can of worms here.
Well, sure, but I'm just saying, it points to the fact that, to a certain degree, that's always been a thing.
And let's keep
Drake's
in mind,
like the first nigga to do it.
But let's keep in mind, Drake would be the first people would put in his top 5 to get caught red-handed. It was his situation was
Kanye.
different.
It's not ghostwriters though, but
the Kanye thing is no one ever looked at Kanye
as his lyrics.
Yeah, a lyricist. Even though he was like a backpacker and he can rap, Kanye was so avant-garde, I think, for the mainstream. People just looked at him as like an artist. So, but I think the Drake thing is like people thought.
But I think that's how people should look at Drake.
But it's not because he presents himself as a rapper. Or he did.
Yeah, I mean, and then Drake gets too much hate because people will talk about like I don't like Drake's new music because of Kiki.
When you're defending him, and you're kind of adding to the argument that he would be considered the GOAT. Right?
Wait, let me. So like I'm saying though, people like shit on like the pop song. Like me and you were talking about like people were hating on Dark Lane demo tapes. Yeah, it was a good album.
Yeah,
by any other stretch, if anyone else dropped it, people would like it. But Drake's bar is so high.
Yeah.
like certain artists have set the bar so high and like, you know what I mean? And I mean, we even said like your issue with views was it just wasn't what you expected. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't what you thought was coming.
I will say this though, for a rap album, it was kind of bad. It's a good album, but
the best parts of it aren't the rap parts.
Excuse me. Yeah, all the good parts not all. Most of the good parts aren't rap.
But there's nothing about the album I like strongly dislike.
No views talk. We talk about views enough.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. It's just the best example I can give.
Okay.
And like I don't know, Drake. I think the pop thing is what makes people hate him.
But so do you agree?
My dad doesn't like Drake. I can tell you that.
So do you agree that like he would be considered the GOAT had it not been for the ghostwriting shit?
No,
I think
because niggas won't get past the Kiki and all that other shit.
Doesn't matter when you can rap.
Niggas won't get past that shit.
But it's you I'm asking. I'm not asking niggas.
I mean, bro, again, since it didn't affect that for me, Drake's where he would have been either way, which is in my top 10. Where in my top 10, I don't know.
So you don't think he would be the greatest? I do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do. Bro, this nigga is Elvis. Not to ride his dick.
Okay, but I'm thinking about how hip hop heads think. Hip hop heads will never think the most popular rapper is the best.
Bro,
they
I'm
refuse
not asking
to.
hip hop heads.
I'm saying you said considered. These
not
are the
asking
niggas
niggas born in 1968.
These are the niggas. Nah, you got me pissed now.
Why?
These are the niggas. Fuck. These are the niggas.
Gabe. I've known you since before you were hood. You can be yourself.
I'm not hood. No, I'm saying no. I'm saying the old heads are the dudes who argue about this shit. I'm thinking about the people who really think about the rap goats, and these are the hip hop head people.
So your argument is it doesn't even matter.
There's nothing this nigga can do. They will hate him either way.
I don't disagree with that, but I will say that the rap heads he's talking about would put like Inspector Deck as number one.
Well, this is all
weird shit. Right?
This all stems from Funk Flex's list. Not that he matters.
Wait, Funk Flex what?
He just dropped a list or something?
He dropped a list, and not that he matters. Not that his opinion matters. I mean, he'll push my shit back. I'm fucking kidding.
He matters so much.
No, but Funk Flex, like, not that he's the authority, but he had him in his top 5, and his argument was he would be number 1 if his pen wasn't questionable. And
wait, I thought someone texted you it.
Huh?
Someone texted you it.
No, someone else texted me this too.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
it's Jay-Z, 3 Stacks, Nas, Rakim, Drake, J. Cole.
Let's not even listen. Let's not even break this down. Yeah.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And another thing we could talk about is we give '90s rappers way too much credit just because they did it early. These niggas, like a lot of them, weren't actually that good.
You got to pay respect to the 4-5s because they did it from the ground up.
Yeah, I don't.
90s rappers. 90s was not the best.
I get what you're saying.
The 90s weren't the best era of rap.
I get what you're saying.
2010s was a better era of rap.
I get what you're saying, but they laid the foundation. It's the same reason people call like the founding fathers geniuses. It's like they laid the foundation.
And then storm the Capitol.
They laid the foundation for this shit, even if it wasn't the best possible way to go about it. Like
but at the same time, don't sit here and pretend that they were better. You could say I
who's pretending,
bro? I'll say or believe. Like, look, I respect what they did, and I know what they did was very important. At the same time,
were you born in?
I can acknowledge. Were
you born in the 90s or 2000s?
2001.
Okay, just keep going off.
I mean, you don't remember the 90s.
No, I never said I did, but I'm not out here talking mad greasy. Please
Bro,
go
I'm just saying, like we give 90s rappers too much. Like
that's a tread lightly kind of thing for me.
Yeah. No, if you can explain it,
like,
please.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of it. It's just in general, like things over evolution are going to get better. Mm-hmm. Like it's like the LeBron. I hate to do this, but it's like the LeBron Jordan argument.
I think it's I'm on your side with that because I do think LeBron is the GOAT.
Right, because
but I'm also not a basketball
players are just
head.
better now. Yeah. People are just better at the sport now. Yeah. So LeBron being the best now.
No, but when something starts, it's different. Right. Especially in media, you have to understand
creative things are different. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they are. And what happens is, once something catches the ear of the labels, and once they start, putting in commercials and like Snoop Dogg's in the Corona commercial. I'm just saying, like the way things progress isn't necessarily it's better here than here because as experience grows, you get better. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think
it's not better just because it's technically improved upon.
I don't think you can only listen to 90s rap and be like, this is the only thing that's valid.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I think what you're trying to say is just because it's improved upon doesn't mean that it's better. And that goes for most things.
Improved is
like, subjective word.
Like, for example, if Joey Badass came out in 94 or 93, he would be the greatest rapper of all time.
But he wouldn't have done that because he didn't exist.
Yes, exactly. I agree with that.
Okay.
He didn't. And that's the point.
Or
that's
even late 90s after that stuff already.
But he didn't do that.
But no one, that's the thing.
You get what I'm saying, though.
But that's such a moot point. That's like irrelevant. If I went back in time with a machine gun, I would be bigger than Genghis Khan.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that is irrelevant. Who cares?
Yeah.
I agree with that. It's a moot point.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. Like, we do revere the 90s people. like a lot. But because they pulled it out of their ass,
and they exist in the context. Like I've said before, I mean, Ghostface is one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Yeah,
is he the best rapper of all time? No way close is he. But the shit he was doing and saying at the time,
no one else was doing.
No one else was. No, there still isn't another Ghostface, but I mean, especially then,
Action Bronson.
Yeah.
Wait, you actually?
No,
I was kidding.
Yeah,
because I remember Action Bronson compared himself to Ghostface and got like,
Ghostface ain't rapping like this anymore.
Yeah, Ghostface.
And then one of his Theodore unit boys was like,
it's worth.
And he looked so sad.
I don't want to get on this Funkmaster Flex thing, but he did the same thing to Kanye. He put the questionable pen thing next to Kanye.
Yeah.
This is also horrible.
No, it is. Yeah. No, it's terrible.
That's the main point.
That's why I didn't. But this is why I didn't want to bring it up.
It's unclear
because we all are on the same point about the Funk Flex shit, and 90% of the listeners don't know who Funk Flex is, so we don't even need to bring this shit up.
You would be surprised.
Gabe, you'd be very surprised the people who listen to this.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you hang around the real shooters and killers, but like the people who listen to this are not. They don't know.
Gabe doesn't usually get his comeuppance in an episode,
bro. Because I just fucking hate '90s people. I hate the whole '90s. The whole '90s aesthetic.
Why do you hate the '90s aesthetic?
What?
Wait. Hold up. Hold your fucking horses.
Holy shit!
Because the '90s aesthetic was way better than the 2000s aesthetic.
Yes.
Jay-Z was the only. Jay-Z and Rock were the only.
Oh no,
niggas.
the 2000s was. I said 2000 to 2010 was probably the worst like decade of rap.
Yeah.
It was worse than the 90s.
Like, and that's not to say there's not a bunch of good.
There's
obviously like Cash Money and Rockefeller, like they were doing their thing. And
yeah, of course. But it was the bling era. They call it the bling era. A lot of that shit was trash.
Oh yeah. So aesthetically, the 90s shit.
I'm also I'm also talking about people my age. Okay. People who weren't there and who watched not even just the music.
Okay.
But who watched the shows and stuff and it'd be like,
shit, the shows were good too.
No, they were great.
Disagree.
No, the shows were great. Wait, no.
You're on thin ice here. He's on thin ice. He's on thin ice.
This is worse.
The Jewish media is trying to take me over here. God damn it. No. Okay. So like people will watch like a show and be like, oh, 90s love was better.
Niggas raise their voice just to say bullshit.
They'll be like, I was born in the wrong era. Like, I hate that shit.
You know how many times I've said that to my goddamn self?
That shit pisses me off. The I was born in the wrong era shit.
No, I don't
but
like.
That doesn't take away from the 90s. It's
not at all. Not at all. That's what I was trying to get to, but you motherfuckers kept cutting me off.
I don't like it when it's like, I wish I could go take my sweetheart to the milkshake bar in the 50s.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'd get put in the fucking trees.
When you do a kind of conservatory, like, social values are better then. That's different.
People
like,
just glamorize different eras.
No, yeah.
Honestly, it mostly pisses me off when women will say like relationships in the 80s. The relationships in the 80s were better. Niggas was beating the fuck out of women.
Nothing to do with rap music.
No. But it's just it all goes together with this romanticizing past eras and remembering it to be better than it actually was.
Yeah, but you're detracting from the actual creative output when you should be detracting from the people who are talking about the aesthetic.
Also, I think people are warranted a little bit of that sometimes.
Wait, Gabe. Okay, fine. Here, I'll give you the floor. Articulate your point, please.
Okay. All right. I'm still all over the place. Listen.
Okay.
90s rap was great. It laid the woodwork. It was the foundation for wherever rap goes from here on out, and in the past, obviously.
Yeah.
However, I think a lot of old heads and people romanticize. Like they'll be like, oh, they'll listen to like the music on the radio, and they'll be like, rap music shit now. Mm-hmm. In reality, if you look at like some of the billboards from the Billboard top songs of the 90s, it wasn't all great. It wasn't like Tupac wasn't dominating the billboards the whole time. It wasn't always the best shit dominating the billboards.
Right.
Same as it is now. Kendrick can dominate the billboards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That shit has always existed. But we don't remember that. Just like, in 20 years, we won't fucking remember the kid Laroi being bigger than Kendrick.
Well, here's my thing. You're talking to people. I think you need to distinguish when you take people seriously.
Like, this is like an intervention.
I think no, not even personally. I'm just saying like, I think that like people who argue that are just trying to argue, but that shouldn't take away from the actual error in the creative output itself.
You know what? I think too, to build on that, I think what happens a lot of times is the romanticizing the past isn't necessarily I wish I lived then because it was better then, but it's like I said about Ghostface. This guy existed in this way, and that makes him so unique. It's like respect almost because this guy existed then, and to be yourself or be whatever you're doing in that context is like impressive because probably gonna happen again.
Yeah, and
it didn't happen before. You know what I'm saying? Putting people in the time frame of when they were doing their thing most can usually elevate them to like if you get what I'm saying a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also just easier to look at the past in a clearer light.
That's true too.
Like it's impossible to comprehend the era we're living in now. It's just not. we can't do that. We're only so limited.
Yeah, it's simpler in like an analog time. I get that.
Yeah, but like I just don't understand why you think people gas up the 90s. Like people. Here's my thing too. Stop talking to these people at barbershops on lawn chairs.
No, it's not even people I'm intentionally talking to. It's just like the stuff you see. Like for example, I think you remember Snoop. I shit on Eminem a lot. I think he's overrated by a lot of people. Like Eminem fans, I think overrate him too much.
You're in his city,
right? And I love Eminem. I love some of his music, but I can acknowledge it wasn't all great.
It's fun for him just to grab a boob.
Yeah, that is
plus
true.
His penis has an attitude.
Shut up.
No,
that was a
freestyle. No, but like Snoop Dogg was like shitting. He was talking about all these rappers who were better than Eminem.
Yeah,
and he was just. I honestly feel like he was giving certain people. Like he said, like KRS-One was better than Eminem. No, KRS-One was great.
Hold your horses.
But I wouldn't
hold your horses.
He's very not ironic, but he's a good rapper.
The KRS-One thing. KRS-One's not my cup of tea. But like
I get the appeal.
But like we were saying, M did everything he did in the 2000s versus KRS-One, who was doing shit with Boogie Down Productions and like
being political in the 80s.
But doing it first automatically mean you did it better?
Yes, because you pulled it out of your ass. It's one thing to build on someone else's work, but to create the shit,
especially that's what I'm saying.
So much harder.
And then putting it in the time frame of the 80s, where there's like rap was like and everything was so the 80s. To be as like political and angry as he was,
right?
And he's smart. I mean, I don't want to say people were dumb in the 80s, but you know what I mean.
No, yeah,
that makes it impressive,
right? It's like
if I were to make a top rappers of all time list, like top 25, and I don't really do that shit, but if I were, KRS-One would be there. Like I'm not discrediting him at all.
You know what else too?
Yeah, but
going back to the Drake thing, part of what made Drake really good when he came out was that people weren't really singing and being emotional like that. That's part of what makes him really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went against the grain to do that.
Yeah, I think you always got to give credit to the ones who did it first.
Right.
Always.
But
because it's so easy to say like, shit, I would have done it, But it didn't. Like it created it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's just how I feel. I mean, do you agree with that or no?
No, I somewhat, for the most part, yeah.
For the most part. Like obviously there are going to be people who can improve upon the formula.
Right.
But
or bring something back in a cool way.
I just mean the quality of music. I'm also when I went on this rant, I was more so talking about the people who just hate on today's quality, quote unquote, quality of music. Because it's like you've like the really, really like the fucking backpack underground shit has always been underground. That type, if you're into that type of music, that shit will always be underground. So don't be mad that like that's just now the radio now and try to discredit what is on the radio. Because radio music to a certain degree will always kind of be shit.
Yeah.
So but you get what I'm saying. It's these old heads, bro.
I get it. I get it. But I also here's my thing too. I also maybe it's just because I'm like used to him. I stopped taking any of it seriously. I don't know, man. Like you're probably around them more than me, so you probably have to listen to that shit more than I have to listen to it.
I just had to a few days ago when I got my haircut.
I told you, stop talking to these.
I don't have a choice. The nigga cutting my hair.
Obviously,
say, hey, shut the fuck up while you cut my shit, nigga.
No, I'm saying obviously talk to them, but it's like. You don't have to take him seriously. Like, you ask, like, how's your son, nigga?
Nigga, that's what they were talking about, bro. And the one nigga who was there.
I'm completely joking.
Nah.
How's your daughter, nigga?
No, but like, and then one of the niggas who was there was being super homophobic. It was a whole thing.
That's the point. It's like you don't take anything.
It's literally like the Atlanta episode.
Yeah. I mean,
that's such a fucking good.
Barbershop.
And listen, every black man.
Minute, I gotta go into this place.
Every black man is a king. I'm not saying I'm not taking y'all seriously, but I'm just saying like I'm not gonna take.
You're old still. You're an old guy.
I'm gonna take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And you should do the same.
Guy.
But like, that being said, respect the 90s, but Drake is he would be number one to me. Especially if I thought he wrote 99% of his raps. Hell yeah.
I don't care if he wrote them or not. That's my thing. It doesn't affect my all-time. Like, even if Drake did write If You're Reading This and Everything.
Okay.
Or at least we just don't.
His best album, by the way.
I won't even say if we knew 100%, if we just didn't know at all. Like we didn't have proof that he was ghostwriting, so we just like everyone else we don't know.
Yeah.
Then he'd probably still be in my. I think I don't do the all-time stuff, but I think I had him as like 5th or 6th in my all-time.
Still, even with questionable pen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like no matter what, he'd be right at the same spot.
See, I view it more as like a collaboration to be, kind of uppity about it, but like. When you're in the studio and there's a bunch of guys around just throwing lyrics out and like,
Drake had reference.
Obviously, you're gonna take the best shit, but yeah, that is true. Drake had
a whole reference track. That's a
different point. And he like picked that nigga up from Walmart. Not saying like not to discredit Quentin or Drake or anyone, but like he like chose him.
If Quentin dropped that music,
and that's what I was gonna bring up too. Like
it's so boring. It was so much not like the 10 bands, the one Meek Mill.
Oh no, Drake.
That shit was boring.
Drake slid in it, and you know, Drake made it his. So he obviously put his touch on it, but like he did choose Quentin Miller.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
he wasn't just in the studio.
Mean, to put I don't think I've said what I think about that yet.
While you do that, I'm listening to you. You're valid. I know you're white, but I need a bathroom break.
I've never, if you've watched the show, I'm not one to rank people or. He bullies me so much. You guys don't see this.
Yeah, he does bully him.
The things he makes us do, like before and after. Not
pause
on that. But
I mean, pause for me. I don't know what he makes.
Pause for me too. But the shit he makes us like.
Yeah, what a dick, man.
Yeah, yelling at us, being mean.
Gosh,
brings up personal things. It's just mean. He's just a mean guy.
He's rude. I don't know why you ladies like this. Now, to be honest. And I heard he has herpes.
No way. I also heard that. Anyway, what I was gonna say is I'm not one to rank things or put things in competition with one another. I just don't do that personally. I think we talked about that before, maybe. But regardless, like I've loved Drake. For since middle school, I guess. Not when he first came out, but the whole ghostwriting thing, I did not give a shit at all. I don't care personally. He's one of my favorites, and he'll always be one of my favorites. One of the best of all time. That's always going to be an iffy thing to say for sure. But, I mean, to say he's not is more sus to me. Would you agree with that, Xavier? I'll wait till you sit down.
You really thought I listened to that?
I just said something right when you came out of the bathroom.
Okay, say it again for me, please.
I said, to say he's one of the best of all time could be iffy.
Who?
Drake, for some people. To say he's not is worse.
Yeah.
That's more of an egregious statement to me.
Yeah.
Like, to not even consider him one of the best of all time is ridiculous.
I mean, no one has been around this long, this consistently.
For years.
Pretty much ever.
Every year.
In any genre, too.
Doing his own thing for years.
Not just rap. In any genre, period. There's never been an artist. Yeah. Michael, maybe. But he didn't have as many albums.
Lil Wayne?
No. I mean, like, I like Lil Wayne. I respect Lil Wayne and everything, but
he was kind of come and go. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like he didn't take his own career.
But to be fair,
yeah,
Drake has the benefit of social media. Drake
that's how it works. That's how it works.
But also Drake, I'm not saying this to dog Wayne. Like Wayne literally has an opiate.
Oh, he's my favorite. He's my favorite rapper.
Right.
Like that, and like I think Sippin made his music better at some point. But I think it also took, it giveth and taketh.
Yeah,
the holy cup.
The holy cup. No, for real. Like it takes from the longevity.
Yeah.
I mean, like I
also
love Wayne,
we forgot to mention
what
he's free. He got pardoned.
Yeah, I want to bring that up later.
My bad.
But like, I feel like you're bringing people up just for the sake of argument. Like we all know Wayne is like a forefather, but Drake has
had a better career. Yeah,
better career.
Yeah,
regardless of who you know.
What I'm talking about length.
Put it this way: career wise, if you view it as a career, Drake might be the best by far.
Yeah.
As a career, though.
Yeah, Drake probably has the best career artist. Maybe in music history.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. No, I would probably have to agree with that.
And how much that factors into, like, artistic output, I don't know. But that's...
How can you have an artist that had the best career ever, though, and not have him be, like, your...
Yeah,
does he have the best discography ever?
No.
Honestly, man...
It's him or Kanye for rap. And Jay-Z.
I'm not even bringing Kanye into this orbit because he's a wild card to me. You know?
Wild card.
Like, I truly think... Kanye is like my favorite artist too.
Yeah.
But I think his vision was always more than rap. Like Drake came into the game saying he was going to like dominate rap and rappers hate him because he's the new best rapper and spitter and all that. I think Kanye, he was always more of an artist even from the get-go.
Yeah.
Personally, so.
I was just watching his performance when he was doing the Pink Polo performance of All Falls Down.
Yeah. That was live, right? Yeah.
So good.
I was just going to say, I don't think there has been a better discography except maybe Jay-Z's. And Jay-Z. Even that being said,
do you view it as how many good things are like the ratio of good to bad?
Does it even matter with them?
Well, like, because Biggie Smalls had how many albums? Not that many, but they're all they're all good. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, come on, man. I think that's not fair anymore.
Is it better to have like 4 good albums and 3 bad ones?
I hold bad albums against people, which is why Nas is lower.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but like, did Jay-Z have? But I know we always talk about Kingdom Come, but like,
that was bad.
Yeah, but like Views is bad in the same regard. Like
I can listen to Views, but I can listen to Kingdom Come.
What's that one Kingdom Come song? That's
Lost One. Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I mean? I can sit through Views.
Huh?
I can sit. I know we said we want.
Is that
the we're also
is
young,
Cheesecake?
More Life is the one I actually hate more than Views.
What?
It was too long. It was too long.
It's
and
all
the
over,
album didn't flow together.
It's all over the place.
There's some great.
It's because he called it a playlist. It's some great songs in there. Ice Melts. The one with Thug.
Sacrifices.
Oh my
What's
God.
what's the last one? Sacrifices is insane.
I mean, Not Disturbed.
Not Disturbed.
Passion Fruit.
The first one.
See,
the first
now
one.
see this.
I actually didn't love Passion Fruit as much as other people.
We did not do this with Kingdom Come. We did not sit here and say how much you love the song. So no matter how much you hate More Life,
no, but I don't hate it. I just don't think it's a good album to just listen
that's
to.
That's old head talk.
All over
it's not even an album. It's a playlist, nigga.
But I'm saying I don't like that. I don't like that aesthetic.
Why?
Because it's just I don't know.
Exactly. You don't know. Fucking with you. No, but for real though, I think that like Drake's consistency, like we were just saying about Dark Lane demo tapes, like More Life isn't bad. It's just not it's not the other albums. His consistency is still on point. It's just that he set his own bar so high. And I do think he would be my GOAT if it weren't for that
Scorpion. I don't like that much.
What's up?
I don't like Scorpion.
Yeah.
There's some good songs though.
Yeah, but it's just overall that's too long.
I think Drake's albums are always too long. Yeah. It's always
not always. He recently started.
Take Care is my favorite, and
that's what I'm saying. Recently.
You think? Wait. You like Take Care better if you're reading this?
I personally do. Yeah.
Wow, I understand it. Like they're about what to me, but I thought you would be if you're reading this.
They're like 1A, 1B.
I think just because personal, like I liked Take Care first.
Hey, real quick. So like when I was driving somewhere and like I was just shuffling music, bro, we don't give enough credit to What a Time to Be Alive. Like people like that shit.
I think we give a good amount of credit to it. No,
do we? I don't know. That album was like so good. Everybody talks about DS2.
Mm-hmm.
And DS2
I will be
better.
honest with you. I do like DS2 better.
Oh, I like it better too.
Oh, I like it so much better.
But like Scholarships, come on,
that's a great song.
Come on,
Diamonds Dancing.
Like a few of the best Drake songs were on there, man.
Is the one that's like They Gonna Think I Want a Grammy? What's that one?
Oh no,
that's all Views.
That's like a good song.
That's all Views. So even if Views is bad, you still have shit you like. Yeah. That's my point, man.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree.
Every Drake album has like, whereas a lot of other artists' bad albums, this is like bad.
It's just bad. And to rein the point back in, if you're talking about artistic impact, everyone sings now. There was a time.
There's a certain kind of aesthetic vibe he has. I just said that.
Actually. I was just gonna say like the whole 40 production style was huge.
Oh, 40s, yeah,
he's great.
Yeah.
Does he produce for like other people often? Or
not really.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if
I'm
he can.
40 production.
No, I'm not saying health wise. I'm saying Drake has that nigga
locked down. Oh, my fault.
Like if Max went to another podcast, I'd kill him.
You know him.
We should explain that because we want to explain things more now.
Yeah, we're gonna be better.
He has a MS, I think.
Yes. He is ill. But I wanted to say that in terms of your criteria of like what makes a GOAT rapper,
I don't really have a set criteria. It's just
who's the GOAT rapper.
Like
I know it's a stupid argument.
I can tell you like,
but still,
I always talk about like my top rappers in any order is Kendrick, Drake, 3 Stacks, Jay-Z, and Kanye.
Because I hope you understand that Andre didn't meet any of your criteria that you just laid out.
The cultural thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
The cultural thing.
Oh
no.
Outkast.
Wait, say that.
No one.
Well, Outkast. But here's the thing: he meets the whole criteria of doing something like he was doing shit nobody was doing,
and no one's done it since.
No one's done it.
No one could do it.
That's not impact.
There's been people who've like been inspired for sure, but it hasn't been.
Yeah, like his impact isn't big because no one can. Like people can kind of do.
There's certain songs that sound like Outkast songs.
Yeah, but
they're not.
It's very far.
They're not.
It's very far.
I always say Isaiah Rashad has a lot of songs that sound like Outkast songs.
Yeah, but
but they're not. He still has his own style though. I want to give Isaiah some credit. He's not copying, but you see the influence.
I mean, he has a song called West Savannah,
right? And that song kind of has a speaker box sort of.
First of all, speaker box is Big Boy's album. Andre's not on it.
I mean just the whole.
Oh, you mean both? The Love Below and Speaker Box?
Yeah. The Love Below, yeah.
Class of 3000.
Obviously, Andre.
He had his own TV show.
I love Class 3000.
Love it.
Obviously, Andre did something different. I'm not disputing that. But I'm saying, like, he hasn't had that cultural impact.
Maybe he hasn't.
He should. I just don't think he has.
I think, he's had it with like, rappers, but not, like, society.
What rappers?
That look up to...
someone you do. I get what he's saying.
I know, but...
The problem is that Andre was who he was at the time when...
Yeah.
everything else was not like that.
Yeah, I mean, they looked
if
at
there
him
wasn't
as
Andre, would there be like a think about like the clothes and just the whole thing? Would there be like a Young Thug if there wasn't Andre? I'm not saying yes or no.
Probably yes, because there was Prince before Andre.
And he also, Young Thug himself says, I don't really care about Andre 3000.
Yeah,
but you know what okay.
I don't think, I mean, I think he's listening.
Andre wasn't the first one straightening his hair and wearing dresses. Like, the whole Love Below album was a Prince ripoff. And I think at the time, everyone looked at Andre as such an enigma that you wouldn't even try to replicate it.
That's true.
Like Drake is something.
Those are just the rappers I like the most. Though I just think they make the best music.
But I was just pointing out the inconsistency.
I don't. But yeah, you made me do the criteria thing. I don't
really have one. Inconsistency.
I don't really have a criteria like this makes you the go. I just think.
When Shameless Plug eventually erects the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, I was gonna give you a ballot, but now I'm not.
You gotta think about these things when you say stupid shit, Gabe.
Neff.
And then like. Yeah, I don't know. The all-time rapper thing is interesting because then when you get deeper, it gets.
Yeah, look, I said myself, I never do it. So like, I don't think you
people
have
care
to.
about this.
People care and people argue about it to death.
I think it's more interesting why you don't care, Max, because you need to.
We're doing this another one of these.
No. Why don't you care?
I guess that's not how I do. Not how I listen to things. I don't think of things competitively.
I think you need to.
I think there's certain things that I think are better than.
We've also never had to compete for anything in your life. Let's be honest.
Because I'm too good. I'm too good for the competition.
No, not because you're white, but just because you choose not to.
I'm not a competitive person. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, that's just your nature.
Yeah, no.
More so than like.
That's like you said. Yeah, I'm not a competitive person.
I'm Michael Jordan in The Last Dance.
Yeah. Like, I think.
I do things.
I'll be honest with you.
I'm saying the conversation is not a bad one to have. I think people do it a lot, but like, I get it. Yeah. It's really easy. I mean, you want to compare and see what's best.
Yeah, you gotta always see what it's hitting for.
Yeah, and it is. I like having the conversations like this.
Yeah.
And it's not like
At any time someone gives us a request, we gotta acknowledge.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm saying no.
Somebody wanted us to talk about. Do you think Drake would be the GOAT if it weren't for the ghostwriting thing? And your answer is the ghostwriting thing never mattered
to me personally. Yes.
Yeah, that's your answer.
Yeah.
And Max's answer is
because I low key think everyone does it.
Well, I say it doesn't matter, but in the good way because like it didn't take him down a peg or anything to me.
Nah.
So here's your answer, folks. They both don't care.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. But you both have Drake in your top 5 is the point.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Well, I do. I don't know, Max.
He's one of my favorites. I'd say that.
Okay. I did have another topic about rap, but I'm kind of like, I'm not over rap, but I don't even know if this is going to happen. So let's talk about the Wayne pardon real quick. Mm-hmm. And we need to talk about this Kwame shit.
It's Kwame I want to talk about.
Because
I think I picked it out. I think I know the answer, but
I think I have an answer.
You should describe
how
it.
I feel about Kwame too.
Well, how do you guys feel? Let's go.
All right. So look, what Kwame did.
Well, Kwame Kilpatrick. Yeah, who is Kwame Kilpatrick?
He used to be mayor of our lovely city, Detroit.
Former mayor of Detroit, and he was embezzling money.
He was embezzling a lot of money, and it was other shit he was doing, but that's the big thing.
Like giving his family jobs.
He got 28. Giving his friends jobs.
The Jewish man says.
Yeah, and
I didn't say I disagreed with him.
He got 28 years, I believe.
Yeah, I think he was up north. He was somewhere up north.
And the thing about it, look, what he did was wrong, but he got way too like. I saw comparisons to other people who did the same shit.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. In Detroit, where we live, it's a very it's kind of like a side picking issue. People really hate Kwame Kilpatrick, where they really think like
that's my thing too. Like, why do they hate? Besides him being black and like arrogant?
Well, no, because people people think like it's so irresponsible to take public funds and like fuck, especially in a city that could use
the textbooks. No, not to cut you off. The textbooks are going to tell us that he was worse than Snyder.
Oh no, Snyder poisoned children.
I just want to clarify that too, because people aren't that like only black people give a shit about Snyder.
Well, only black people give a shit about Flint.
But that's my point. They will tell they being like the other whites that aren't Max will tell you that like Kwame is like Satan incarnate.
Hell no, I'm not saying he's the the Antichrist or anything. I'm just saying people have a problem with him embezzling so much when
Detroit was fucked.
Detroit went bankrupt a few years later. No coincidence. B doesn't. I mean, even if it wasn't, it doesn't help. It's like it's very responsible to deal with municipal funds. Mm-hmm. And B, people saw him as a con man, which is.
I mean, it's not inaccurate.
It's not inaccurate, and it's just like he scammed them. That's how I see. He scammed people.
Yeah.
That being said, Governor Snyder helped. Or covered up really a poisoning of children and other people in Flint. Yeah. And thankfully they're getting charged. I mean, Snyder won't get anything. Yeah,
nothing's going to happen to him.
Nothing's going to happen to him. But I mean, this is the kind of steps you want to see towards holding people accountable for things.
I mean, what Snyder did was worse for the
humanity.
Economy. Oh my God. So much
everything.
Worse.
I mean, worse.
Like if you can't drink water,
yeah.
Okay. But the point is, President Trump pardoned him. Or no, he gave him a clemency, which means
commuting his sentence.
His commuting his sentence, which means he still did the crime legally. He's a criminal. He has a record, stuff like that. his sentence is just reduced, so his punishment is less.
Which I think is fine. I think he got too much time.
People say that, and people.
If you look at like other people who've done similar or worse things, they got.
And people where I live, in Bloomfield, think he should be locked up for even longer. They think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the point is, I personally think why Trump pardoned or granted him clemency, because Wayne County this past election won Michigan for Joe Biden. Really helped the black vote. Really helps. They talk about it, across the country in Atlanta or like Philly, but in Detroit certainly it helped a lot. And I think he wants to kind of make the Republicans look better to black people here.
I don't even know if it's as altruistic as the Republicans. More so, it's just like he might think.
I don't think he cares about the Republicans.
I think he might think he still has a chance.
You don't think someone like nudged him in the right direction and pardoned him?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what goes through his head, because
I don't think it's such a wild card.
No,
I don't want to start this discussion because the Kodak shit was crazy. And I know it's Florida, but like let's save that for after Kwame.
Yeah.
I don't know what his motive is with the Kwame thing, but I do think that it was more self-centered than the Republican Party.
Why? Then why?
Because Mitch McConnell. I think because Mitch McConnell was already making it clear that the Republicans are done with him. I think he thinks he might have another chance in 2024.
His supporters do, or his daughter or his son.
Okay, but my point is that's not. I can agree with that, but the point is he wants to look good. Yeah, to black people here in Michigan.
Yes, that is the point. I just don't think it was for the Republicans.
Okay, that's fine, but
that's my.
I think I mean, I don't even know if it's like that good of a move. I don't know how.
And people
are willing to flip this. Oh well, Kwame's.
Well, no. The thing about Kwame is people here, the ones that I know personally, fuck with him more because like the suburban people don't. It's like the OJ.
I get it.
Thing.
I get that. Like it's very OJ-ish.
It is OJ.
Very OJ-ish.
And people loved him when he was mayor. It's worth noting.
Yeah, people did like him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because like why they hate him, even though he obviously did something wrong, but they're blowing it out of proportion, and they don't care about Detroit as a city, and they don't even live here.
I mean, and even then, some people do, and some people really think like abusing public funds is very wrong.
Yeah. And I won't argue with them over that.
Right. But there is a certain racial connotation towards Kwame hate that is like, right. I mean, even when it happened, I don't know if you guys watch the news as much as my family does, but I mean, every night there was some Kwame thing. They showed him like, behind the stand in the court, just like looking fucked. Yeah. It was a huge thing here. And I mean, he's not even the most like, people didn't like Coleman Young either.
Coleman Young, he was meant to. He loved pissing y'all off, like suburban people.
Yeah,
that was like his thing.
People didn't like him. I mean, but he didn't. He had
a fuck y'all mentality.
Yeah, he did.
Like, if you don't like me,
but he did a lot of like shit that we.
He did some bad shit.
Well,
I was gonna say good shit.
He did some good shit too.
He did a lot of good shit,
but he wasn't perfect.
No, he was not perfect.
I mean, no politics. I'm
not especially a dude who was mayor for like 25 years.
Yeah, he had a run.
Is he the GOAT mayor?
Honestly, nah, I get it.
No, the point I'm saying is, regardless, it was a very divisive issue. Meaning, this kind of response, as in granting him clemency, means that there's going to hopefully in their mind there's going to be a large response. I don't think there will be.
They're not doing this to actually because they give a shit about Kwame, obviously. Right. But okay, now that we've set that record straight, somewhat, what's up with the Kodak shit? Because Wayne, I understand.
Similar, he wants to make younger black people think he's swaggy.
But like Kodak is so like, bro, come on.
Somebody told him to do that.
Someone had to.
Kodak Black, you're officially pardoned.
I will say this though, I do forgive Wayne.
Yeah.
For
huh? Do you know what he was charged with?
What?
Like massive drug trafficking and guns.
No, I was saying for the picture with Trump.
Oh,
because we were dogging on him with the one episode.
So he did this because he knew.
Yes, I completely understand, and I'm not saying that I would have done the same thing, but like if you were to tell me I was going to face 4 years versus taking a picture and endorsing Trump,
I would.
I'm not playing. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's be honest. Yeah.
We've talked about before, Wayne doesn't give a fuck about any of this shit. No, he doesn't care.
And he's Wayne. Like, obviously, I was very upset about this prior to the election, and of course, I'm giving him a pass, partially because...
You're pardoning him, you'd say.
Shut up. Partially because Biden won. But like, I would definitely probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
If I knew I was facing 3 to 4 years.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, he was fucked. He was really fucked.
Yeah, and it's Wayne too. Like his career probably would have ended.
Yeah.
If he went to jail for 3 years.
Oh, and he's got people to take care of.
Well, that too, and he needs to take care of himself.
Sure.
He's not in the best like health state right now, so that's how I feel. How do you feel about the pardons, Gabe?
I mean,
you jiggy with it?
Yeah, I mean, y'all fucking with the pardons? Yeah, nah, them niggas just like me for real. Nah, man. I mean, it happens. But here's the thing. So
what is the thing?
When I was at the barbershop with them old heads,
yeah,
they were like, "Oh, you see Trump?" They were trying because black people, a lot of hood niggas who don't understand politics have this thing they do with Trump, where they'll find the one good thing he does and be like, "Obama didn't do that," and for some reason they just ignore all the bad stuff Trump does, and like because it's like the people I think. Me and Max talking about this. Oh no.
They're purposely trying to subvert
the people who talk about how racist the Democratic Party is.
They have nothing to say about
We've talked about it with your dad. We had the best conversation.
Yeah, right. This. And so these guys are those type of people, and they were talking about this. The amount of like racist people he also pardoned is worth noting.
Oh yeah.
Crazy lady. Fuck. What's her name? You know what I'm talking about? The lady who was like.
He did something.
He's pardoned all these crazy ass people too.
And it should be noted that we're not even talking about that, so it's working.
Yeah. Right. And so but like these people, like those people, just are the people like Obama didn't do shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, everyone has something.
They're not wrong, but it's just like you got to turn your wheels a little more.
It's like, why are you bringing this up? Yeah, I get it. And it used to bother me
because people have to go against the grain.
I think, like we were saying, they're trying to purposely subvert the expectations of a black person because I think that's a
good spinoff show, Gabe's show, Against the Green
show. I think more so than these people hate politics is they hate people telling them what to do.
Yes, I was about to say that.
And I think that they hate the fact that, like, we're so beholden on the blue team, the Democrats, just because we're black.
Dude, I get it.
Yeah, I get it too.
They suck.
I get it. Yeah. Democrats aren't the best. But, like, I'm also not going to sit here and try to subvert your expectations.
Subverts expectations.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't give a shit.
Goes against
that being said, we do similar things too. Like, I always talk shit about like girls, not girls in general, but like always make fun of girls who have like highlights in their hair or curly hair, or girls who look like you and me. It's because like you want to subvert the expectation. You don't want to be that nigga. Like you don't, like Max doesn't want to be the Jewish person that everyone
everyone hates for being annoying.
Everyone makes fun of. Like, yeah, no one wants to be like that stereotype. So I think more so than that. People just don't want to be put in a box.
They try to put me in a box.
Yeah, they try to put me in a box. The industry. But I think that's especially the barbershop too.
The Barstool Verzus.
Shut up, bro.
I used to go to this hotel.
Imagine a
I used to go to
Barstool.
this super hotep-y barbershop, bro.
Yeah.
They're like the Egyptian nigga. They had like stuff.
That's
they had like
cool.
pictures of like the hieroglyphics of Egyptians cutting
that's
hair.
So
and shit.
sick. Well, there's some of them, like some of the hotep. Some of the hotep art where it's just like porn. It's like
hotep art.
Yeah, where it's just like
black love,
like
and they're just like she's sucking his dick. This is what they took from us. She's deep throwing the nigga.
A nigga, I got that last.
Yeah, there's
this
like a pyramid in the background.
It's a picture of her like fucking the nigga, and there's like the universe in the background.
The original Hebrews.
Yeah, Max, how does it feel knowing me and
we ask him this like every
I know, but just one. I don't want to.
And every day I rub my hands like this, and I.
He's not actually Jewish. We are.
What does Judaism even mean in the current climate?
Yeah.
What? I was talking shit. You actually agreed with that? This is how I know y'all don't actually.
No, I just say yeah whenever you say dumb shit, bro. I said the third time I've done it.
What dumb shit have I said today?
You did some shit earlier, and I say yeah, and you're like, wait, you agree with me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to shut me up.
Yeah, man.
Trying to put you in a box.
You trying to put me in a box.
Okay.
But those are my main topics because I'll be very honest with you guys. I know you don't want to talk about Keisha Cole and Ashanti versus. So
no.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you guys talk about it. But we can talk about the prospective Future and Travis Scott versus if you really want to.
Mm-hmm. I have a different take on than most people.
Everyone's saying Travis Scott's getting washed. Keep in mind, these people are like 30. I think if you're under 30, it's actually a pretty good matchup. That being said, no one under 30 watches versus.
Nah.
Most people.
I know girls watch it because they like the R&B shit. Like girls, I know a bunch of my female friends watch it.
The R&B versus is different.
Right.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
they should do like Meatloaf versus Axl Rose.
So here's the thing: if it was all discography, Future wins. But it's only 20 songs. Future's 20 best versus Travis 20 best. It's not. Neither one of them are getting washed.
I
mean, Future wins. Future wins. Like, I think Future wins, but Travis has some hits. Especially because he's doing like Quintana and Mama.
Wait, why are you laughing?
Some of the days before rodeo shit, and then
he has some hits.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
but some of his songs aren't like also good for verses, and I think he's gonna pick the wrong 20.
I think if you put Future's for some of his songs in the context of is this a hit or not,
or just how good it is.
No, like Colossal, I always think of is such a good song, and it's like,
but it's not a hit.
You know, he's not gonna do that.
No, but if you were to do it, he'd beat any song.
Right, and I don't think Travis is gonna do like
the
top songs. Like I know he's gonna do a couple songs. I'm like, really, nigga? You're gonna have to hear Nav going. She said she want more.
Or the Antidote one.
Antidote's a good song.
Antidote's a good song. It's just
the hit is better than anything Future has as a hit.
What?
Oh, we're actually kind of getting into it.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said if Antidote's compared to anything Future has as a hit, it's like pretty. I don't know if that's even close.
I mean, yeah,
Antidote's
damn March Madness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing. They're all better.
Oh, you're saying Antidote and March Madness don't stack up?
No,
you're saying March Madness is
much better.
March Madness is better.
Most things Future has are better. I'd say.
I would kind of agree with that, but I also think that they're a good matchup together, but their fan bases could not be. They're not the same.
No,
their fan bases are not the same.
I mean, maybe Thug and Future would have been better. I actually kind of disagree with that.
Do that all the time.
I know we already talked about that.
I think Thug is one of those people. Like I really like Young Thug. I know you guys like Young Thug.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people like fake like him. Like they'll say they like 100%. Him and they don't really listen. They only know like a couple songs, the popular songs.
Yeah.
Like Thug's best. Like Thug doesn't have as many radio.
I'm not gonna let you like take my topic just so you know. Like you can talk about Thug, but we're getting back to the Travis.
Oh no, of course. But like
he's the Presidente. You already said this.
Yeah.
I'm Big Chief Crazy Plug.
Chief Crazy Plug. Yes. Anyway, back to that though. Back to I love how you say I'm not gonna let you change my thing. I was about to go back to.
Let me be racist first, and then you can.
Bro, shut up.
Nah, but I like Yeah, I like Future here. I do think Travis Scott has some songs we forget about, and I think he'll. But a lot of my favorite Travis songs he won't do. Like he's not gonna do 90210 and everybody likes
that's
that
not
song.
a hit.
He's not gonna do
Backyard
Skeletons. He's not gonna do Backyard, and those are all really good songs.
No, he's gonna give you
Sicko Mode, of course.
Of course, that's okay. Hold on.
Do you think March Madness better than Sicko Mode?
That's at least that's Sicko Mode is great, man.
I honestly think
Sicko Mode is
Sicko Mode
might be
who
better.
I am. Back in high school, I was pooping in my pants.
Sicko Mode is more of a meme.
It's more of a vibe and
how ridiculous it is. But
feeling.
that when you hear that opening of Sicko Mode, it's like you can't.
No, okay, but then when you hear the opening of March Madness,
it is interesting
that's
though.
True.
Like, it is interesting though. Like in the future, never mind.
No pun intended.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go there.
Okay.
What
are you gonna say? Just say it. Just go there. You always go there. Just go.
No,
there.
no, I actually wasn't because I was opening another old thing. I was gonna talk about
another can of worms.
I was gonna say
there's so many cans of worms.
I was gonna open a can of worms. We walked past her. I don't even know how the fuck that goes. But I was gonna say like
can of worms for dinner.
How we see a song like Sicko Mode.
G gave a can of worms again. You shouldn't have.
Grocery stores are empty as cans of worms are flying off
the best
the
songs of our generation.
What's up?
I said it'll be interesting, like the perception of a song like Sicko Mode in terms of the best songs of our generation.
It'll be up there, 100%.
Yeah, but
or driving slow, whatever that when we just talked about was.
What?
Driver's license.
Driver's license.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh no, that is our generation.
But Sicko Mode is up there.
They should have done that at the inauguration.
Think about cans of worms.
Sicko Mode is up there, and I think it actually could stack up against March Madness. I do.
This house is filled with cans.
You really like that, huh?
But I'm about to go to the bait shop tomorrow and just send you guys a selfie. I think I'm joking.
Go to the bait shop.
The whole thing I was trying to make about the Travis Scott Future Versus is that they're very like close in artist level, but their fan bases are the age gap is so different. Like old heads don't like Travis Scott.
No,
they just
my
don't.
dad does, but
they don't f with his vision at all.
Like I think everyone fucks with Future, but Travis Scott's more divisive.
I don't know anyone who dislikes Future except for like feminists. No, I know some girls who like legit dislike Future because of that shit.
Because people told them to.
Because of the toxic shit.
It's
just a persona.
It's a persona, man.
I mean, no, he did put a hit out on his baby mama.
He did.
Oh my god. I didn't even. Okay, I think I forgot about that.
I'd do that too, though, nigga.
No, you wouldn't.
Be tripping.
No, you wouldn't. You're kidding.
Parody.
Yeah. It was a prank. The point is, I
reacts to.
What if we have a prank show called Plugged?
Can we like do a reaction to our best moments and post that and just clickbait the shit out of it?
Can we get a year run first, like before we do this shit?
No, but that's the thing. The shitty YouTubers do it after like 2 videos. They're just.
Oh, I just don't want to be a shitty YouTuber.
We should title our videos so that like children watch them.
No, because there's an option to like market your thing towards children.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. It means you can't have any commercials on it, and it also means no one can comment. So
that's it.
Yeah, that's
you could swear.
I saw that thing. I saw that thing when I uploaded my video last night.
Yeah.
Hey, subscribe to the Between the Green YouTube channel. I'm gonna post some clips from the thing, and I'm gonna post some other shit I'm working on.
Yeah, yes, sir. Tap into that. But I do think Future would beat Travis Scott in that situation. That being said, I think it's just not a fair matchup. I get what they're trying to do with it.
I don't think it's that unfair. Because it's only 20.
It's it's not that unfair on paper, but you have to think about the audience. That's my only thing.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know, it just their audiences are completely.
Yeah, I think Future would have a lot of people like cheering and dancing, and then there'd be a lot of dubs in chat for Travis Scott.
Exactly. Everyone who liked Travis Scott would say poggers, poggers, poggers,
poggers.
Yeah, like McDonald's, like like it's just different. It's just different.
A lot of dubs in chat.
Yeah, man. We need Bad Bunny and one of the other J Balvin. We need a Bad Bunny J Balvin one.
Do we need that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do we need?
I love Latino women, man. You know.
Do you?
They're my second favorite.
Who's your first?
Black.
Oh, okay. You say that like I should know that automatically.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about this before we recorded about like
what?
About something about race. I don't want to. Some racist.
What? Oh, the ASAP Rocky thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just the ASAP Rocky.
Oh, that's what it was.
I was saying about the ASAP situation because let's just talk about this.
Should we?
You asked me, is ASAP Rocky colorist?
Like, do you think? Yeah.
I don't think he's colorist. I just think no one wants to hear, even if he wasn't a rapper, no one wants to hear a man who has options.
Yeah, that was it.
Talk about his preferences.
If Uzi said that shit, we'd be like,
well, no, because Uzi's famous.
He hasn't had sex.
So it would, Uzi's famous, so it would be more upsetting.
He said he hasn't had sex.
That being said, Uzi's dating JT, who is darker skin. So, he's not colorist.
All the niggas I know who are colorists and be like, because I know niggas that would be like, you dark skin.
Reminds you of the picture, the picture of all the guys, and it says, all my homies colorists.
all my homies colorists? No. But all the people you do know that are colorists.
Yeah. They'll make exceptions for like Normani or like Ryan Destiny or like the baddest dark skin girl. They just don't think dark skin girls as a whole.
It's so weird.
Okay, but here's the argument.
So they don't actually hate dark skinned women. They just
they do, but
the standard for them is it's obscene.
It's absurd. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Yeah.
Simply. Yeah. But that being said, I think the thing we were talking about A$AP Rocky earlier is that no one wants to hear Lord Pretty Flacco talk about his preferences in women.
Yeah.
So I gotta stop doing that too because I'm so attractive.
Sure.
That's a good point. We should just let him say more of what he wants to say.
What'd you say?
We should just let him say what he wants. You're right.
Gabe?
Never mind.
Gabe, say whatever you want. Anytime. I'm just kidding. But it's also more upsetting too because he has a platform.
Sorry.
You feel me? Like imagine if I don't know. Like imagine if the top model in the US said like, I don't like black men. People would.
Holy shit.
Black men would probably be like,
Styles P said he does not like dark skinned women.
Yeah, it's just, I don't think A$AP Rocky's actually colorist though. I just,
I mean, we don't know.
Do you consider Rihanna light skin?
But again, Rihanna fits into that obscene category.
Well, he's also a very attractive man. That being said, like it's not absurd for him.
He's also Flacco. He's jiggy with it too.
Like I do agree that like
jiggy with the gold links.
I do agree that like people put their standards on like dark skinned women higher than any other type. That being said, A$AP Rocky is an attractive man, so I think it would be more okay for him to have higher standards. Not saying it is okay, but it's more understandable. I think a lot of people scratch their butt and smell doo-doo say it, it's like a little different.
I think when people hear someone they think attractive saying that I don't like you.
Yes.
That's not very nice.
It never
that doesn't mean it's wrong to say that there's certain undertones to it.
Yeah.
But it never is good to hear that,
And A$AP Rocky is a darker skinned man. Mm-hmm. So it is more upsetting in
of
that
all
regard.
the men women are obsessed with, he's one of the darker ones, specifically.
I mean,
the celebrity men that women talk about a lot.
Yeah.
He's darker than Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
He's darker than
not as dark as Chet Hanks though.
Nobody's.
Wagwan. Michael B. Jordan.
Bumbleclot.
Michael B. Jordan's the sexiest man alive.
Holy shit.
You know that?
Now I think he's the sexiest.
People magazine named him the sex. I have no beef with that. Like that's cool. It's just funny because like that magazine is on display in my house, and every time I walk by, it's just funny. Like Michael B. Jordan.
mean, based on his woman choice, it's hard to argue with that.
No, he's gotten definitely creme de la creme.
He's
a sniper.
He's got creamy shit.
What?
So you just said basically?
I said he's got the cream of the crop.
You say creme de la creme.
Oh, we don't call it creamy more. We call it off-white.
That's
right. Like if she creams on your dick, you be like, you off-white on me.
Oh my God, that was vulgar. But the point is, I do think this too though, Gabe. Listen to me, because this is about you specifically. I think you also are more like open to like dark skinned women because you're light skinned.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think
light skin, we'd be looking like brother and sister. Like, I used to date to a light skinned girl who also wore glasses.
Some of this goes over my head.
We're siblings.
What goes over your head about it?
I don't get the inner workings of.
Well, think of it this way, like the No, seriously, I'm serious. I'm gonna be deep. Not even trying to be deep. Think of it this way.
Pause.
Okay.
It's like anti-blackness.
I'm gonna get deep.
Is a real thing, right?
Yeah.
And so it's more ingrained in you if you have the traits that are deemed undesirable, which is in America, darker skin, kinkier hair.
Okay.
And then you select for traits that are going to make sure your kids don't have that, you know, subconsciously, because
I know that happens in like Brazil a lot.
Right. So then you'll be like,
okay,
you're dark skinned, but you're self-hating almost in a way. Not that it's unwarranted. Like, you know, everyone's beautiful, dark skin, light skin.
Yeah, of course.
But like in America, they program you to be anti-dark skin.
Right.
So like,
actually, you know what? I'll speak about this for a second. I did a project when I was in college, and it was we showed a clip of an interview with this Brazilian like African woman.
Yeah.
And she was saying like, you know, only 2 more generations.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my grandkids will be white. I can't wait. Yeah. It was very odd.
I swear, I've experienced that shit on both sides. Like I've had like, it's been really weird when girls will say shit like, I love your hair, like I love your nose. You know, it's just weird shit because it's like,
of course.
Right, who thinks like that? I get it, but then on the other opposite spectrum, like I've had
the space between your eyes is like the perfect amount.
The last time, one of the last places I remember, like I don't see you guys outside of being here really. So one of the only places I've been with you like somewhat recently since we're like little kids. One of the first things someone said to you was about your hair.
Really?
When we went to the
Supermercado
album thing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you remember you got out the car. I just remember some white girls was like,
yeah.
And you're gonna hear that a lot because you got Corbin Blue.
But, right.
And I mean, there's certain.
But I've also experienced that on the opposite end, like not with black women, but non-black, dark-skinned women or brown-skinned women will also not anymore. But when I was growing up, like I had a girl like just she killed me. She was like, Xavier tried to get with me, but I'd rather get with you. And like I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but the guy she said that to was like a ham, and he was just super super light. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I've had girls who is like, you know. If you're darker or browner, like the connotation. Like if we went like, you know, I'm trying to say this in a nuanced way.
Mm-hmm. We move.
Fuck it, we move. Like, you don't get any social clout where we came from, Max.
Yeah.
You don't get any clout for like fucking with a black person.
No, I mean, I guess not.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get clout if you fuck with like a white person more so, even if that person isn't, you know, like the coolest.
I get this person. Is another thing. Like I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, right. It's all about
what
comes. It's all about what comes with it. Like the self hate, I think, is internalized. So on that, on the same, I don't know what I'm trying to say. On the opposite side, I think like me and you, Gabe, are more like open to like, you know, the dark skin experience because like we haven't had to experience what they have.
Right.
You know, and it is traumatizing to a degree. Like people do be like shitting on them,
especially black kids who live like dark skinned people who like like even if you were around other black kids, like suburban black kids see it differently. Than
bro, completely. Like I got special treatment, and I still hated school.
Right.
You know where I grew up, but obviously the way I look and talk, I got the easier way out. But like other girls, like the dark skinned girls, like I felt bad. I mean, you know. Mm-hmm. People give him shit like white and black because like even in Ghostface album, like I forgot what it was. Not trying to call Ghostface out at all, but like on Supreme Clientele, he had that skit. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I do.
There's a skit on Supreme Clientele where he's talking about skin tones, and it's kind of
iffy.
It's kind of iffy.
It's a little iffy. Yeah.
It's kind of
iffy.
Iffy.
I mean, I don't know. I'm obviously me and you are different than other people with that, but
colorism is a deep issue because I don't even consider myself light skinned, bro. But like, you know, it's more than just the actual skin tone.
But you might convert.
Fuck off, I might convert. And also, like we said this before, being in the darker skinned man is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because here's why. Yeah. Being dark skinned is associated with masculinity.
Facts.
Which is bad for dark skinned women.
Is it?
They're seen as more masculine
in America.
I guess so. The memes make sense.
I mean, like my mom fucking hates like her least favorite person is mulatto. Because the term mulatto is
but that's because your mom is half black.
Well, not even.
I thought you meant people who would like those kind of people.
No.
Yeah,
the rapper mulatto.
Yeah.
My mom's issue with her is like the term mulatto isn't even just like a term for mixed people. It's like one like slave. No,
it's part of the classes or in because it's Spanish, right?
I just know it's during slavery. It was like
pretty sure it's Spanish.
It was like
it's to represent mules.
Yeah.
Where like half donkey, half horses.
Oh, it was supposed to be like the house slave.
That's where it came from, mulatto.
Well, what I'm saying is in colonial Spain, there was not only was it like obviously there was slavery, but there is a certain race-based system.
There's a caste system.
And
it's deeper. We're talking about black people.
But what's crazy, but the phrase mulatto, isn't it part of that?
Yeah.
It's like literally a class of people.
Okay, yeah, but no one views it that way. Because no one, mulatto's a derogatory term, but no one ever said it like they said.
I probably shouldn't say it. Well, her name is that, though.
I guess, yeah, they don't want you to say it, but you wouldn't know that because they don't, it's not revered the same way. Like, the point you're trying to make, you just invalidate it because you said mulatto.
I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to.
So
I didn't mean to say it.
But just the term mulatto, and then like I was just saying, like, my mom just dislikes that. And
that goes back to the point where it's like we try very hard to not be the stereotypes of who we are. Because your mom is like, not to expose your family.
But my mom's light skin, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but also, yeah. And so when you're closer to that, it's like, I don't want to be like the other light-skinned or mixed biracial kids. I go off on suburban minorities all the time. That's me to a T. I mean, for real, it's facts.
I go off on them. Yeah, no, you do.
Like, you just try not to be the thing that you could see yourself easily becoming. The worst version of yourself. So I get that.
I know dark-skinned women who hate her too. I do think it's lame. The name
is lame.
It's a terrible name.
It's lame.
Terrible name. I hate that.
It's like because I mean that was used to describe the children of their moms were raped. Like
that's true too.
You know what I mean? Like
what I think is crazy is that like when you're, I mean, it's not unfair to say that rappers brag a lot. So
bragging about that,
yeah,
like
bragging about your skin color.
Bragging about your skin color.
I mean, we were talking about the chick who just randomly appeared and apparently is an artist who's dating the baby, Danny Lay. She just appeared out of nowhere. I don't know who the hell she is. The one who's dating she had a song called Yellowbone, and she's not even black.
She's Dominican.
She's Dominican, but she's like white Dominican. Mm-hmm. And she has that song, and she's like, "Well, I can't make a song for light skinned women." Like, I get it, but I don't know. I get why.
That's bizarre.
Yeah,
I guess the closest thing I can relate to is like Tarantino.
Why?
Because, I mean, compared to that story, because like he's not black, but like, he'll make Django and talk about like, like uplifting black voices. And stuff.
Yeah.
Or like,
well, you know what though? I don't agree with mulatto, obviously, but the Danny Lay thing is a little different to me because it's like we go overboard almost, damn near. Because someone asked me like, do I hate biracial people, mixed people? Like, I obviously I don't. If you're listening, but I think we really, when we try to keep it real, we sometimes go overboard with the anti-light skin, biracial, anti-mixed sentiments.
Yeah.
So like, is it so wrong for that community to be proud of themselves?
But see, me and my mom were talking about this. It's not like
not proud, but just be like who they are. Because I'll be honest with you, like that was a big point of my life. Like I hated not myself, well, almost to a degree, because like people just looked at me and automatically assumed I would act a certain way. So like it's a slippery slope. Like obviously they don't have it as easy. Yeah. They don't have it as hard as dark skinned people.
I guess that's just like that is the thing. It's like it's like men want lighter skin. Black men want light skinned women as a whole.
Well, I think men in general. Like obviously black men perpetuate
even white guys,
community.
If they're going to date a black girl, usually light skinned.
Yeah.
And so for you to like make that song is kind of corny to me. I'll be honest.
Right, but my point also is like in the black community too, it's like we weren't around for the whole light skins running shit back in the 80s era. Mm-hmm. So I think
that was an era.
That was an era.
That was an era, yeah.
So I think like we don't understand we don't understand the ramifications. So it's like obviously being light skinned, biracial, or mixed is easier in America than being dark skinned, whatever. But like, shouldn't they still be able to be proud of who they are?
I mean, this should be, of course, but
because was she tearing down dark skinned people?
No, but it's like, can white people make a song about being proud to be white? No,
that's true.
That's
different.
No. You can make a song about being Irish.
It's in the gray area.
You can make a song about being British or German or whatever.
Yeah,
well, maybe not.
We're not German. I don't know about
German. But you know what I mean. But you can't like making a song about being proud to be white is different
because the phrase white doesn't just mean the color of your skin. There's a social connotation to it, and specifically, I mean, I don't agree with the structure, but regardless, it's a powerful position to be in. Mm-hmm. So you're almost, when people say white power, they're bragging about
not being black.
Yeah, and being at the top of the hierarchy because it is it's a hierarchy, and that's what I was saying earlier.
And so like
when you're doing shit like, and this is I don't know personally, but like when you're doing shit like bragging about being a lighter skin tone than someone else, to me it seems like you're bragging about being able to climb that ladder, and being able to prosper more, which is kind of rude to people who couldn't.
It is weird and it is different, but it's also like
because white isn't. We talk about this when you say you're proud to be English or not German or French or Italian. Those aren't white. Those aren't races of people, and
those are ethnicities.
Even then, what I'm saying is like white in America is a political definition of what race is.
I think it's okay to be proud of who you are if you're not using like imperialist or racist classifications for it. Like mulatto is whack.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you were to be like, I'm proud to be half German and half African American, that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I just think it's whack when you also use those bad
like being
terms.
proud to be light skinned is corny, is what I'm saying.
It's corny.
It's lame as fuck.
It is corny.
Proud to be black. You're just black. You're just happen to be lighter. Be proud to be black.
There's a difference. Fine. There's a difference. There's a difference. I agree everyone's just black, but like just to say that
I think what happens too is at every level you get, solidarity is a very hard thing to build.
Yeah.
And at every level in any kind of group, there's always, I'm better than this person because.
Yes.
And I don't like that personally.
I don't either.
It seems like that's.
I agree, especially with the whole like everyone's just black thing, but it's like there's this fine line that they want you to walk. Like Janae Aiko, we talked about this shit.
I can.
It's like you can otherize yourself like Danny Lay, or you can try to be like your perspective, Gabe, where it's like we're all black, so let me say nigga and let me do this, but then you can't. Because you're not black enough. And so now we have them in this limbo where they have to take the worst parts of every experience. And that's not fair to me.
Yeah. Sure. There's something similar where I can talk about because I know about it more. But like in Israel, not to give them any passes for anything bad they do, and that's certainly a lot. But what happened was when they started it, they brought over the European Jews first, the Ashkenazi.
Yeah. Shout out.
And then they brought the Sephardic Jews, who are Jews from Arab countries.
Shout out them too.
But Israel started as like we're gonna make a place for Jews, have their own country, be safe, yada yada.
Yeah.
That difference immediately emerged between.
Oh yeah, they let you know.
Yeah. Oh no, like the Arab Jews got like shit on completely.
They let you know quick, and that's the point I was trying. I'm not
even in a place that's supposed to be about uniformity and.
That's where it comes up. If it like we're saying, Gabe, we're all black because we're in America. If we had our own country. You best believe it wouldn't be we're all black then.
I kind of think that. I can't say if that would happen.
We're only all black here now because like we're not at the top. We're not at the top of the hierarchy. I agree with you though. Like I think we're all black too, but like to me it's also becoming a thing where I'm noticing that like they're not awarding the same liberties even if you identify as black to everyone. Mm-hmm. Like they just don't like you can get away with shit because of how you grew up and everything, but it becomes a slippery slope. It's like when Obama was president, they were giving him shit, because like he's African American, but his dad's from Africa.
Is he Muslim?
Yeah.
Is he a gay man who's conspiracy?
God, no. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna get into that. But like, I think we should let people.
I think light skins should make their songs.
Be proud of themselves if they're not taking down other people. Because you listen to Danny Lay song, I'm not gonna listen to it.
And it's hard to use those kind of phrases and words. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong to call people light skin or dark skin. I wouldn't know, but like they're racialized words and racialized in a political sense. I mean, And when you use phrases like that in a braggadocious way or something else, it's a little weird to me. But
it is weird.
I wouldn't. It's not my.
Yeah. It is.
I was checking to see if I had any like topics on my phone.
Oh no! Well, this plays into the last thing. It doesn't have to be the last thing, but this plays into the next thing I want to talk about, which is the Boogie movie, where it's like,
oh god,
stupid ass.
No, but like this is real shit though.
No, that's true. It's true.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because we're doing this whole thing where it's like, you're not white, stop acting white, but you're also not black, and I think the Boogie concept is kind of corny. The movie,
which is what, by the way,
we should be okay. Boogie is a movie. It's an upcoming movie starring Pop Smoke, directed by Eddie Huang.
Eddie Huang, who's like celebrity chef.
Yes.
He had that show Fresh Off the Boat on ABC.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was him.
Yeah. I liked he had a Vice show where he did food stuff. I thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a movie coming out about the struggles of being a Chinese American
in a black setting. This kid, the point of the movie is this kid is good at basketball, but no one believes in him because he's Chinese. But he's also in the hood, and he's like dating a black girl.
Wah, you know.
And it's like, yeah, like that's a real thing some people go through, I'm sure. But
There's
I think
no nuance to it.
People are upset about it because in the grand scheme of things, it seems like a very minute problem to have. You know?
Yeah.
But that plays into the thing I was saying about like, wham, I'm light skinned. Like no one really gives a shit. But that is their life.
No, that's true. And, you know, I listen to people who live in New York, especially because New York is where people are close together of all different places and yada, yada. And he was saying like, because he used to live in Chinatown and there was these Chinese kids who were all calling themselves the N-word and stuff. But they're speaking like how New York teens speak.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's right to do that. I'm not giving them a pass or anything. But like, when cultures mix, especially I think it takes place in New York City. Yeah. Like these kind of the borders get shifted a lot. Yep. And there is a conversation about how to like appropriately live in a culturally diverse setting. It's not necessarily, you know, how this movie portrays. You know, I don't know.
Well, what is your biggest problem with the movie or the trailer?
Oh, it looks corny.
But why does it look corny to you?
I didn't like it because a little bit of the wah thing.
Right.
And a little bit of like, I don't think the conversation is solved necessarily by like hearing one side versus the other. I don't think either side is right or wrong.
And I'm sure the movie will highlight that. I'm sure it's not going to be like,
yeah, you know, like
black
I
people
said,
in the hood are mean.
Like I said, Eddie Wong is like, I thought he was pretty cool, like as a host.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't think he was like, well, I wouldn't know, but like appropriatory of, if that's the word, of black culture or whatever. I think you can like listen to rap music and, you know, wear a basketball jersey if people say that was like, stuff like that.
Yes.
I think you can do that and be a different race, but like, it's almost like he made this movie to like draw criticism away from the fact that he maybe does appropriate culture. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to just highlight where it's coming from.
Yeah,
which is the desire to fit in. Because if you're in Harlem, if you're in the Bronx, you're going to want to fit in there. You know. Yeah. Which goes back to the whole thing we were talking about where we grew up. Where my problem was like people. I'm not saying they want to be white, but that was the dominant culture. So what does diversity really mean when everyone's trying to be like the dominant culture? Yeah. That's the bigger question that needs to be. You know,
I mean, more. It's like it's a two-sided thing. There's not one side right or wrong,
right? Like,
and it's like Eddie Wong. You could be a black kid playing or a Chinese kid playing basketball in a black neighborhood. You still probably shouldn't say that word.
What?
I don't know if you ever said it, but like,
oh, the N-word?
No, like you shouldn't say the N-word or like, you can still appropriate even if this is your community, stuff like that. It's like both sides have points.
But I think also part of the thing too is like, part of the conflict in the movie from the trailer, from what I can tell, is like. He's not being taken seriously because he's Chinese, and that is a bigger issue than the black community. That's just in America in general.
It's America.
Because like we were talking about the hierarchy of race, like Asian men, like whether it's like Indian or South or like, you know, East Asian. Yeah. In most scenarios, they don't get the same credibility that white, black, and Mexican men get.
Latino.
Latino. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I think the setting of the Bronx is a bad setting for the point he's trying to make, even though it is his life. But I think the point kind of transcends black culture in the hood. I think people don't.
I agree with that.
And then again, and also like, you know, it's also the argument where it's like, who gives a fuck about the Asian man's plight?
Let me see where Eddie
black
Wong
women are being killed. You know, no one wants to hear that shit. I get it, but they are people in this country, and that is some real shit that they go through.
Debatable.
I mean, because like,
I'm joking. I was saying debatable to them being people in this country.
Fuck off.
I don't know.
No, like on some real shit. Like girls I fucked with who have been like half Asian or half Indian straight up said like they won't date an Asian dude or Indian dude. And like that's fucked up. Yeah. And I mean, that being said, there have been plenty of girls who said they won't date black dudes too. Like I'm not saying this in some way, but I'm just saying like, you know, I get where no one's trying to, you know, that's their life. No one's trying to hear that shit.
This is in his bio. Eddie Wong was raised in D.C. He moved to Silver Spring, Maryland, and Northern Virginia, then moved to Orlando, Florida, where his father owned yada yada. He appreciated African American culture, especially hip hop, at a young age. It's just like a weird thing to put.
Yeah,
because that has to be you know.
Yeah, he probably wrote that himself.
I love Plight.
He didn't just become black when he was 30.
Just a weird kind of.
I mean, if you watch Fresh Off the Boat, that was like the whole thing. It was like how obsessed he was.
He definitely toes that line very often.
Is that worse than
there's a lot of East Asian people do that. I think usually it starts with basketball.
Is that worse than being anti-black though?
No, it's a different kind of it. I think. I don't think it's not necessarily anti-black.
They don't.
Yeah, but you think that's just as bad?
Thing. Well,
no.
I don't have an issue.
I guess not just as bad.
I have there's parts of it I have an issue with, but in Asia specifically, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of this comes from basketball. That's just a common thing because basketball is huge in China, huge in a lot of other East Asian countries, and it's like.
Well, we can't talk. Let's try to keep it in America for.
No. I was going to say like.
Yeah.
I want because of that. I feel like it comes from a more genuine place. Like they're not trying to legit just copy us, and like they don't. I don't think they don't. I'm not trying to downplay them, but they don't completely understand.
Yeah,
what they're doing.
The gravity of the situation.
They don't grasp it.
Yeah, they don't grasp it.
Whereas
firmly grasp.
Yeah, but on the other hand of that, he's also a non-black American.
True.
Yeah, just but like in America, I get it too because obviously, like black.
I'm defending it with kids, not
when it's a grown man, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
When you like, if you're a 12-year-old Asian kid and you're like basketball and you want to be, you get cornrows like Allen Iverson back in the day or something. It's corny, but it's not as bad as
it's what people talk about all the time when like black culture is the culture and parts of it are kind of mass media at a certain point, like the cornrows thing. If you're a kid and your favorite player is Allen Iverson, you don't necessarily know what cornrows are, like why people have them and stuff like that. You just think, oh, it's a hairstyle. I can get that hairstyle.
Right.
And like, Travis Scott being the coolest kid ever to, Fortnite kids, it's like not necessarily that the music is perceived as black culture. It's just culture. But different people have different, I don't want to say rules to their things, but like.
I also think part of the anger comes from the fact that like they can take all the good parts of shit without having to experience any of the bad. Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of people get upset. Like black girls will get made fun of for having a certain hairstyle, and then it becomes trendy.
Yeah.
I think that can.
It's not even acknowledged as coming from a place of people that have a unique history and culture. I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Almost. Kind of not really.
I think when black culture becomes mainstream American culture, you're getting all the benefits of being able to sell a trend or, ride a wave without acknowledging where something comes from. And like, it's easy to minimalize the places things come from.
Yes.
And it's hard to say, like, if you're a kid and you see mass media because everyone sees it everywhere, if you're not given the full narrative, you can easily appropriate it, I guess. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of get it. That being said, like, especially with this Boogie movie and everything going on, like we're talking about the whole light-skinned biracial thing, like, do we let these, because obviously they are not the most poorly treated demographic in this country, but like, do we let these people tell their story?
We do.
In the mainstream.
Of course, there's always a story to be told by someone, but I don't, something rubs me the wrong way about like, no, actually, I'm not taking someone else's thing and making money off of it because I always have, or like I always appreciated culture.
There's a line.
There's a line, and like that's
what we're trying to figure out though. What is that line? It's like when you're making money.
I don't know.
Is that the line?
I'm not in charge.
It's who Michael Rappaport is.
Yeah.
We've talked. I don't know if you talked about him. Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yo, son, down in New York, we don't play with that. It's like you're clearly doing a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If your thing is I'm the street.
Yeah.
I'm the street chef. Like Eddie Huang was the street chef.
Yeah.
Or he's like, we're in the hood and we're making, something. I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
You're making kimchi fried chicken.
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay.
Yo, this shit's nuts, fam.
Yeah, just talking like a black person.
Yeah.
From New York.
Yeah, it's just.
So are we saying
the wrong way? But
are we saying the line is when they start profiting off of it? Is that what we're saying?
A little bit. Or you take it into your own image, like you take something that isn't yours and make it part of your own image. Being like, I'm the hip hop chef. I don't know. I'm getting a little lost in it, I guess, but you know,
I'm just interested in like where the line is, and obviously, like we said, no one wants to hear people complain about anything unless it's well deserved, I guess. So it's just hard. It's hard, man. Because I mean, like at the same time, like the Eddie Huang thing is like, get over it, dude.
Yeah, a little bit of that's kind of my point. It's just like a little bit.
Yeah, but I get kind of like, you know, being part of a culture that doesn't accept you. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, you would get it more than me because I just.
Well, I'm not saying I get it personally.
No.
What do you mean by that?
You always talk about being like you always talk about like being like in some situation the only black guy and shit.
Okay, yeah. You never been in that situation?
Kind of like, and to a very small scale, but that was like your life.
Yeah.
That was never my life.
Yeah, that's true.
That was.
But I was never trying to be.
If I ever was.
What?
Those are like situations I chose to be in if I ever was.
Well, yeah, but I also don't think it was harder. I mean, like it wasn't. I don't think it was that hard for me because I was never trying to be like a white guy. You know, I talk the way I talk. I'm not gonna, you know, I talk and act the way I act. But I was never trying to be part of the dominant culture, so it wasn't that bad. I think it's different, like when we talk about for girls trying to fit in, or for like Asian person trying to be in the dominant culture for black.
Well, you know, I think in terms of you and me personally, I think it was kind of easy not easy, but like we could get away with not wanting to fit in with things, just because like. It's almost like eclectic in a way where there's not really some kind of motivation behind what we like or do.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
and that's like kind of our friends similarly. We're just like, you're not gonna tell me I don't like this because I don't like it to be a certain way or whatever. Right.
I've always taken parts of the shit that I like, and I've never like ascribed fully to a ideology or demographic ever. You know,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know. That's how I feel, man.
Yeah, we've only ever been that shy, introverted stoner that has your back.
I'm more interested in Gabe's. When did you become hood, Gabe? Like 16 or 15?
I'm not hood at all.
You know what I mean, though.
Like, I just curse a lot.
No, it's different. It's different.
Like, give me some examples.
You're the president of Fingal.
That's a joke. Oh, a joke.
Fingal president.
I'm joking because I'm so not hood.
You don't consider yourself hood at all?
No.
What's your criteria for hood, bro?
I don't know, but it's like, bro, I'm not hood at all. I'm just nobody will call me hood.
I'm not trying to make you box yourself in, but like, how would you describe yourself?
We're getting into host introductions. Bro, 30 episodes in.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Nah.
Step over the line if you've ever.
Bro,
did you do that? We should talk about that.
We should do. Okay, sorry.
Let's wrap it up really quickly with that.
Yo, remember in college when we did that shit?
Yes.
You had to do that in college,
bro.
Oh my God.
Okay, we did this, and this guy was like, step over the line if you're 2 or more races. And no one stepped over the line. And he just staring at us because I think he expected one of us to do it.
The shit, because they're also like, I never did challenge day. Did you ever do challenge day?
Yeah, just to get out of it. Yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
What was challenge day? Was a day in high school when you kind of just get the day off. And
we talked about this with Paul on the episode with Paul.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, but if you didn't listen to that, it's where you get the day off of class, talk about bullying.
Yeah, bullying.
Your experience being bullied.
Yeah. But I never did, but the stories I've heard from it of people like the step over the line thing in particular. I just think that's so funny because.
But shouldn't everyone get their time? Sorry.
Yeah, but it's just like the image of like last in line, first in line, you know, and like not necessarily exposing yourself, but like. No, that's the whole point of the
well, they're trying to get you to be vulnerable, be accepting of who you are.
Yeah, but it's so inadvertently the opposite.
Yeah, no, then you end up just clowning them. It's terrible.
He's at the back of the line because he's poor.
It's terrible. This shit is funny.
Yeah, that's like, why'd I bring that up?
But how did we get on that?
Fuck.
Our RA was like, step over the line.
Yeah, and
it's like, that shit was terrible. That shit was terrible.
I don't want to say victim competition because that has a bad connotation with like right wing people. Yeah, but like, who has it the worst here in this room? Let's talk about it and make them feel. It's just like a weird way to box people in. I
think it's really. I think we're getting to the point now where it's like impossible to categorize people.
Yeah,
and like I think this podcast is a testament to that. Let's just say that. You know,
that's how it goes.
I mean, Gabe's not hood.
No.
He's
bro. I just joke a lot, but nobody like my tendencies and like the shit I actually do without joking is not.
I wouldn't consider you hood, but I also think your standard for hood is kind of like.
Because I know like street niggas. I'm not.
Right.
When I say hood, I think of street niggas.
Right.
And I don't do that shit.
Right. Obviously not. But like. What?
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously you're not about.
It's only Max.
Obviously you're not about that shit.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry.
But I'm just saying, like, is that fair to categorize hood shit as like gangbanging? Like, is that fair? Because like,
when I think of kind of, but like hood shit to like, I don't know. Like, if you live in like, really just the city. If you live in Detroit, there's certain things about your childhood that's different than people who live in the suburbs.
Yes.
Like walking to bro, like niggas in this, like my suburban friends, they don't like walk to the store. They didn't have like, that's because everything's further for one, but like that's like a big part of like
I remember
to the gas station.
I'd go to the gas station after school to get food, but then have someone pick me up because it was too far from my house.
That's completely different.
Saying,
yeah,
and like me, like even now, like late at night or whatever, like I'll be like, all right, like I rarely go home without stopping at the gas station, or if I'm out, you know.
So being hood is going to the gas station to get food?
No, but it's stuff like that.
The similar
like
shared
hooping at the park.
Yeah,
like
hooping
like,
at the
people in the suburbs.
But these are things you do.
Like, it's just certain
you still don't consider yourself hood though.
No, but I'm just saying that's the stuff that happens in, like, if you live in the city.
Yeah,
living in the suburbs, and so if you want to consider that, if you just want to consider the whole hood city, the hood, and then like say
we are breaking boundaries on this episode.
This is what we need. People like this is the stuff. Yeah, okay, go on.
Yeah, they gonna love this shit.
Yeah, for real. I want to hear your definitions of this shit.
When I hear hood, I think like street shit. That's basically what I'm getting at.
Okay, and is that right though? Is that correct?
I don't know. I don't like terminology like that.
We have Gabe here on the line. What is hood?
I kind of agree. Like, I think the terminology.
This nigga uses it so much.
What do I use?
Use the terminology all the time.
What terminology?
Just the hood and shit. That you're gonna say. I kind of agree with the terminology.
Well, here's my thing. I was gonna say I use that term because my whole life has been positioned of what I'm not. So like, you don't consider yourself a hood, but let's try to break down. What's the difference between you and me? Because if we're both not hood, what's the difference?
The difference, like, what do you mean?
Like, we act different, but you're not hood, and I'm not hood. So let's try to break it down.
I have a different experience and outlook on things because I grew up somewhere
Right.
differently.
But like, is hood a negative connotation? Like,
to other people, yeah.
You think so? You think it's a negative?
Depends on who you ask. Or it's
to black people.
Hood is just seen as ghetto and trashy.
You think to black people it's a negative connotation?
It depends on who you're talking about. Who you're talking to.
I think when you talk about
black people,
women, it's negative.
Like talking about hood women, yeah, it's always seen as negative.
But I think when women talk about it,
it's slowly changing now.
It is slowly changing. But I think when women talk about men, it's seen as a positive almost.
Yeah. But that gets back to my whole thing about women, like society seeing dark skinned men as more masculine and shit like that. Yeah. And then But no, I'm not.
Right, you're not banging. Like, I'm not saying that shit. But like your mannerisms and your mannerisms, you're
off the porch at 22.
But like you would consider your mannerisms like how you grew up. Not hood.
Like not hood, but just somebody who grew up in the city. Yeah,
in the city.
I mean, I never lived outside of Detroit.
Right.
I was wondering.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, it's certain things I experienced, but my experience living in Detroit is different than most kids. Like I went to private school most of my life.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
for a good chunk of my life, but
none of us are spokespeople for like groups. Let's just get that out there.
Yeah, of course not.
But like I want to hear your.
We move. Fuck it.
Yeah. I don't. I don't know how to really explain it. Like certain things, I'm bad at explaining. I don't know how to say anything else without like. I don't know.
You don't worry about offending anyone.
No, not at all. It's not that. I just don't know how to like. I feel like I do this thing where I start a thought and I can't finish it.
Oh, we talked about that.
Oh, we've covered that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's like because like I have the idea. It just takes me a while to like get out when I want to. And so I don't want to. I'm just trying not to start a rabbit hole.
No, but I want you to start the rabbit hole,
bro. You want to go in this rabbit hole? You get in this rabbit hole. Get all in it.
I think we need to have.
You've never been with a small mammal before.
This is gonna be our our deepest episode ever. Let's hear it. Go in the rabbit hole.
Where do I start? All right. So just
I was born on.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Hey, this is me. You're probably wondering how I'm in this situation.
How unprofessional is it to eat Chex Mix while you say this? You know what? I'm not gonna do it. Go on. Go on.
Nah, you good, nigga. You can mute your mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a button.
Which one? The red one or the green one?
The red one, I think. Yeah.
That worked.
Yeah, there you go. All
right, go off.
I was gonna say though, Like, just I don't know. Like, I don't, cause I'm not a hood person. Even if I don't even consider where I live necessarily the hood, cause it's all old people. But like when people say the hood, I think of like that's a bad connotation, especially here. But I guess I can see how to you, somebody who grew up in Bloomfield, it can seem a certain way. But I don't
think you're hood. But I also think it's interesting that you think my whole life is Bloomfield. Like,
no,
you really
I know you lived in Minnesota, which
that's not it. Like, you don't even know. Like, I'm just interesting to me because I don't consider myself Bloomfield, but you consider me Bloomfield.
I mean, yeah, it's where you grew up.
It's where I grew up, but I feel like.
No, I know your parents, and you know.
I'm not trying to get. I'm never going to argue about how black I am. No, ever.
I'm not. But again, see, that's where you went. That's the difference between me. That's just a different thing. Me saying you're not hood has nothing to do with being black, but
no.
In society, it does.
No, I
don't question people's blackness. If you're black, you're black. I'll never, unless you're like, fucking
Danny Lay.
No, but if you're like, any of those Fox News black people who I can't name.
Oh, John James types.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm not trying to qualify myself by saying anything about my parents or my grandparents or anything like that. But I'm trying to play back into like the whole like thing where you're considered like a Bloomfield person. You're considered a Bloomfield person to people who aren't from Bloomfield, but when you're in Bloomfield, you're not considered a Bloomfield person.
Yeah, I mean that's the same.
I'm saying like that's
the bubble.
Just like a weird. Yeah, it's like a weird space.
I mean, people can see me as somebody from Detroit, but
people are influenced where they grow up. Where they grow up.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I don't see people like, oh, he's from Detroit, so he's a certain way. Like, think of him as a person because I live in Detroit, but people outside of Detroit will feel that way.
Yeah,
like Macomb County.
It's what's normal to us.
Yeah, it's what's relatively normal to us. I think.
Yeah,
I think so. Interesting.
Yeah. Just that's the rabbit hole I was trying to go down. Is like the normalcy thing.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to go down, and I still don't know where I'm going.
God, this rabbit hole is dark as hell.
Man, we've been in this rabbit hole a long time.
You brought us here.
I know. I can't finish. The rabbit hole won't let me finish.
So here's my thing: like,
bestiality joke.
Not being Republican is like all it takes to be black.
No, if you're black, you're black. At the end of the day, that's all jokes.
Oh, okay.
Even if you're even if you're that guy with the fucked up mohawk who was saying FBLM. Or even if you're that type of person.
CJ Pearson.
I don't know who that is.
He's a Twitter Republican black.
Yeah, like even if you're those type of people or who's it? The NFL player's son, the former NFL player, Walter Payton's son, is it? It's one of those.
He is?
It's not Walter Payton, but it's one of those players, Herschel Walker's son.
Oh.
He's like super like hardcore Republican.
Wow.
And you know, he's still black. I don't get into that shit. A lot of people do, but it's stupid to me.
Joe Biden does.
So, Dad, one more time?
Joe Biden.
Oh, you ain't black.
Joe Biden gets into that. I mean, yeah, you say that shit as a joke, but I don't really believe that shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all a shared experience.
You could be black and not pro-black.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's a good.
So
that's
if
a
you
good
don't
phrase.
vote, if you vote for Trump, are you pro-black? Interesting combo.
I'm over it. I'm over it.
I'm over it.
I mean, like, I get how people can find it interesting and everything, but at the same time, it's like, so it's just tired to me. It's just old to me.
It is.
I talked about it.
I get why this could be interesting to people who aren't black, though, but it's like,
well, who cares what they think?
They pay our bills.
That is true.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
But
I'm about to get some food when we leave here, man. That kid Laroi check just came in.
Bro, I'm fucking starving, man.
Man, I'm so hungry.
I got dinner waiting at home.
So I guess the point we're trying to make is
who ate while we were here has dinner waiting at home.
Right, all whole hot pockets and all that shit.
Man.
But the point we're trying to make is no matter how much you try, you'll never be white or black enough, ever. So don't even try.
Just move, man.
Just move, bro. Just be yourself.
I mean, at the end of the day,
don't block any blessings.
Like, at the end of the day, like, my little daughter bad as hell and she ain't even 5. So it's
okay. There are a lot of people who've never heard that Dirk song. So you should.
No, I'm not explaining that. If you never heard that song, something's wrong with you.
But you are quoting a Dirk song.
I'm quoting a Dirk song. And he means bad like a bad kid, but people on Twitter are stupid, and this is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got you.
Like the Kendrick line.
Well, gentlemen.
The one from Sing About Me.
Oh,
like,
3 niggas, 1 room. What is it? How many?
4 niggas, 1 room. First time I got tossed.
I already said that.
I shouldn't be laughing.
That shit would never not be hilarious.
Kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Fucking crazy. You consider Jay-Z hood?
Why would he was selling crack in Marcy.
Is that hood to you?
But he has the hood upbringing. But now he's a high class man because he's been out the hood for more than he's been in it.
You consider Kendrick hood?
Yeah, but people don't because he's smart. It's like the person I use for that example is Vince Staples.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vince Staples is a gangbanger by all accounts.
Allegedly. I'm kidding. Yes.
Yeah, and all that shit. But he's so smart and stuff. It's hard to imagine him doing certain activities.
Mm-hmm.
But
getting in scenarios.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, that's fucked up. That like
would that make it almost more sinister to you? That someone who has like a higher awareness
still would do it?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, all people have an awareness of what's right or wrong. People who kill people know killing people's wrong.
We talk about this. We had a long conversation about, isn't it kind of
I think everyone knows
insane to kill someone else.
I think everyone knows that murder.
Wild, but the idea just taking someone's life is a wild.
No, I agree that
wild concept.
To get it back to your point, I think people know that killing is wrong, but not everyone understands the gravity of a life and taking it. But they know it's wrong.
People don't really understand it because a lot of people are numb to it, bro. They've seen so many people die, like and stuff that they
keep going off while I mess with the camera.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing. Shut up. But yeah, shit like that, man.
We were talking. I mean, this is months ago. I remember talking about it with Xavier about is it kind of, if you're not like in a self-defense situation, if any kind of premeditated or like even out of anger, like killing someone, it's kind of sociopathic inherently. Because if you have any kind of empathy, you know that like death is one of the, I don't know. I don't want to get too heady about it, but I don't even know. What hood shit? What is hood shit?
Right.
I don't know. I just think people are people, man.
Well, the microphone can't pick me up right now.
Yeah. Well, so we should keep talking then, probably.
But just my whole thing was like, is it more evil for someone to know the gravity of a life to take it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to restate that question.
Xavier asked, is it more, what did you, fuck.
Is it worse if you know? Like,
yeah,
if you're not, the gravity of that shit.
Yeah, if you're not desensitized.
But who's to say just because he's smart in other aspects doesn't mean him or anybody? I don't know.
Or just because you have a certain level of intelligence. If you grow up in a situation where death might be more commonplace, or
more normal,
something happens to you where you're desensitized to the notion of death, then
it's a wild thing to even like say.
Yeah. Anyway, shameless plug here reporting in.
Yeah, man. Hey, Zave, I might have to do an emergency episode. It's a lot of shit going on.
What do you mean?
On the sports world.
Oh, okay.
The Lions just announced they're trading Matt Stafford.
Well, oh, shit, really?
Yeah. They are mutually agreed. Basically, he wants out, and they mutually agreed to part ways.
Wow.
I need to fire up.
We need an emergency meeting.
Emergency meeting.
That's intense.
That's fine.
If I can get my shit fixed.
Okay. If he can get his shit fixed. Pause. No homo. Yeah. Yeah, when you went to the bathroom, you said some interesting things. I can't wait for you to like.
My bad, I was pissing.
No. When you go back and edit it,
that makes a really good podcast to repeat things you just said 10 minutes ago. Anyway, we'll see if maybe this is edited out.
I mean, Max, if your chick come home with me, she ain't going home with you. Wait. Where does it go? Fuck! If your girl comes close to me,
she ain't going home like she's supposed to be.
Oh. You know why?
You gotta eat the booty like groceries.
You know why though? Because I'm getting money like I'm supposed to be.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so interesting.
Bro, we're like.
And what's really interesting is that these hoes, they're not loyal.
These hoes ain't loyal.
You're onto something.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever explained like our thing.
We were the flyest.
She was the illest.
She up in the building. It was all eyes on us. And now it's
all eyes on trust.
Now it was all eyes on us. Now, I mean, shit happens and it's all eyes on trust. It really sucks how society.
Hey, yo, we have explained this.
I don't know if we have.
Bro, we have this joke about. It was originally their joke, but actually, me and my friend Trey have always kind of had something similar.
Oh no, it's stupid. It's funny.
What?
The songs.
Oh yeah,
there's a genre of music.
Like who the fuck listens to this?
It's like Throat Baby.
Yeah, it sounded like that. Like
throw baby. Yeah, it's just so vulgar.
It's like the rapper Jason.
It's basically just Chris Brown's like last 5 years.
Yeah, where he's just like
it's like elevator music.
He's rapping. No, it's not even. For me, it's always been like it's so crass, but it's like written like a very catchy poppy way.
But it's also like it's almost entirely texting and like those tweets that are like if I
people
fuck
don't
with
act
you,
like this.
Yes, it's like it's not that serious.
Wow,
that's it. It's never that serious. What's up?
Michigan just hired West Bloomfield. Michigan just hired West Bloomfield's football coach.
Wow,
what the fuck? U of M?
Yeah,
as what? Hired him as what?
To replace Ed Warner. So what's that D line?
Whoa, damn. There are not enough people from West Bloomfield in Ann Arbor, so that's
not enough
in the world in general.
People. Yeah, it makes no sense how many of them are, bro. It's like you would think that was Detroit. The amount of West Bloomfield people just everywhere.
Because you can go there without living in West Bloomfield.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah. It's like one of the biggest schools in the state.
Is it really?
Yeah. One of the biggest is it's one of the ones east.
No, it's Walled Lake Northern, isn't it?
Is it now?
It's one of the Walled Lake schools.
It used to be one of the ones east.
Shout out to the Michigan listeners.
Yeah.
Know all this stuff.
Well, it's crazy because West Bloomfield's divided between the Walled Lake schools, West Bloomfield schools, and Bloomfield schools. And they still have one of the biggest high schools. Like half their population doesn't even go to West Bloomfield High School, and they still have one of the biggest high schools.
Yeah,
it's pretty nuts.
I was looking up something, but yeah,
I wanted to go there so bad.
You live closer to West Bloomfield High.
Don't dox me, I'll kill you. I knew I was waiting for someone to say.
This nigga Zave live on.
I'm playing.
One day I should just like do a video. I should do like what Eric Andre did and just like post your number.
Yeah, you should do that.
Post my number?
Yeah, just to be funny. Because he did that to Seth Rogen. He did that to Seth Rogen. If you get clout, I'm going to just post your number. This will be funny.
Please do. I'll kill you.
You know I'll do it, too. That's the thing.
And you know I'll do it, too. I'm kidding, guys.
Kill me?
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would never kill you, Gabe.
Do you understand the gravity of the life? Because if you do, that's pretty fucking sinister.
If not, then you're fine.
Hey, real quick,
by all means,
shout out the new Y&J album, man.
I watched.
Oh fuck! I didn't even talk about the new Y&J album.
Dude, this is like a 4-hour. We've been here forever.
We're at 2:20.
Let me say something really quick. I was watching the beginning of this movie called Con Air, which is about. I won't go into it, but Nicolas Cage is a veteran, and he kills someone in a street fight who like talks shit about him. Mm-hmm. And in his sentencing hearing, they're like, since you're a veteran, your body is a weapon, and therefore you have more control, more responsibility than the average person.
That's
to
real.
Not kill. Like yeah, but they don't say that in legal proceedings.
Oh yeah, people don't just say that shit.
You can't just no. It doesn't legally hold up.
Yeah.
You're more dangerous as a human being, so you have a greater sentence if you kill someone.
But that's the whole like concept of minor sentencing. They're not adults, so they don't grasp the consequences aren't.
Yeah, but they aren't adults. So.
Yeah, but it's even more extreme. They're saying
not if you're a veteran.
They're saying you're a super adult, so now you get a super adult sentence. That's their logic.
So what I was doing with I just realized I was doing my phone. I was looking at the Apple Music R&B thing to give more songs in that list. But
okay. Anything?
You remember that song? It's a Vibe.
Ooh, you're a bitch ass nigga with no hoes. You're a bitch ass nigga.
It's a Vibe, the 2 Chainz song with Ty Dolla $ign and Janae Aiko.
Ooh, he's a broke nigga.
I haven't heard it, but I know it falls into it.
He's a broke nigga whose mom sucks dick for crack, and I ain't him. So your girl coming with me.
He's in the trap.
That's a good song.
That was actually a good song. Wait, yeah. Don't tell him. I love Jeremiah.
That's funny, but it's a good song. I think the whole
Poster B's on here.
To me, what's funny about those songs is it's like it's so mean spirited, and it's just like everyone's just like dancing and fun to it.
I just like that it's like
when a broke nigga wants something and he can't get it.
It's not just R&B though. You remember like OT Genesis? You remember that song? Cut it.
That was alright. That was not bad.
Yeah, that song to me that song like fits into that. I don't know why.
There's a bunch of who's listening to this music.
This is our thing, and we always just quote it.
Throw baby.
Well, hey, if you haven't watched that video, if you haven't watched it, watch that video. No, if you can sit through a whole Shameless episode, it's nothing there that you can't deal with.
The baby riding on semen.
The baby like skis down.
The baby just sent his check. That's why we're saying that.
The baby what?
He sent his check over.
Just cleared.
The baby check just cleared. Yeah.
Back in the mail, it's gone. Hey, you remember that the baby picture I sent you guys?
Yes,
yeah, I do.
I'm good on that.
That's all.
I'm good on that.
Alrighty.
Don't ask how I made it.
But I didn't even get to talk about the Y&J album or the Busta Rhymes album, Claudia. I know you wanted us to talk about the Busta Rhymes album, but they weren't prepared for it because I didn't tell them. But we will talk about it.
Busta Rhymes had an album.
We will talk about it next time.
Okay.
Extinction Level Event 2. If you're listening at this point, I promise I got you. Stop laughing.
Lyrical Massacre.
Lyrical Spiritual.
But as far as the Y&J album goes, for all two of you that care. I thought it was really good. I think you should listen to it. I can't believe I listened to it before you two did. It's called Ninja Warrior.
I listened to like the song with Yachty. There's another one.
Yeah. So
hold on.
I like it. I don't know what else to say because my partners didn't really listen to it except that I haven't listened to.
YNJ's cool. I like
YNJ's cool. I haven't listened to all his projects too, so I don't have the greatest frame of reference.
We need to get him on the show.
We definitely do. But I just don't think this is going to break into the mainstream. I was talking with one of my friends. One of my friends went to Howard actually, and he was saying this is Drip level 2 levels or Drip season 2 levels of quality from YNJ.
Maybe.
Okay.
He's already in the mainstream because of TikTok. All his songs go TikTok viral.
Yeah, they do.
But do people listen to his albums?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. And
that TikTok bag's serious, probably.
It is serious. I think they need, like you said, Gabe, I think they need to not release music as much and do better at marketing because just by virtue, people aren't going to take an album called Ninja Warrior seriously. No offense. Like, I do. I take it seriously.
Like, people who like it do, but, like, mainstream, I don't know.
Right. Not even mainstream, but just hip-hop fans are going to be
they
like,
it's just
another throwaway mixtape. No one's going to know the quality.
Like, Louis Ray on his album, Still Grinding or whatever, he tried doing this auto-tune thing. And Louis Ray's really good at what he does. Mm-hmm. And there's a way for him to stick into that and not stay with that and not get too repetitive. Because he has a few songs where he does that really well. But, I don't know. There is a argument to be made that this thing is a trend and not really a moment.
But they can make it a moment. But it just takes a lot of reckoning and it takes a lot of artistic vision, which also requires a lot of like foresight, but not traditional foresight. Like you have to basically plan out your own career, and that's hard to do, whether you're a rapper or not.
Yeah, man, free real.
Yeah, so free real. But they could definitely potential's there. The marketing and artistic direction behind this album, I think, was subpar.
Yeah, I mean, I barely even saw a post about it.
Right, exactly. People just didn't take it seriously. But the quality is there. It's very good. You'll definitely hear some on the playlist. So that being said, thank y'all for tuning into another episode of Shameless Plug, taking us or being down these rabbit holes with us. We appreciate you spending the time as always. Don't forget to check out the playlist. Don't forget to check out all the boys on social media. David Portnoy, stop being a bitch and come on the show.
Damn, it was bright as shit when we started this episode.
It was bright as hell. What else? Any other parting words?
Dave Portnoy, you've made your intentions clear.
You've made your bed, now lay in it, buddy.
Hope you like sewing.
Yeah. I hope you like reaping. I hope you like reaping as much as you like sewing, Dave, for your sake. But yes, that being said.
He has some comeuppance too.
Thank you. Oh, I hope you like desserts. Anyway, thank y'all for listening to Shameless Plug and listening to our stupid, shitty puns. We love you so much. We will see you next time. And everyone who did what I told them to for the shirt, you're getting a shirt. Just give me some time.
And we appreciate it.
Just give me a little more time, please. You're going to get it. But yeah, love y'all. Peace.
On crib.